Welcome, everybody, to another H3 podcast live. Today, Hila is out of town and my care is being swapped. Erik just finished wiping my ass. We had a cigarette together outside. I get diarrhea every time I smoke.
It's true.
And I said, Erik, I appreciate you being here on the show, but that's not where your duties end. So thank you for cleaning me up. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here. Last week, we're streaming on YouTube again. We're just testing it out. It's fun. I find it to be... I'm really curious which one's better, Twitch or YouTube, because the streaming numbers are really high, and it's just nice to have a holistic experience.
Yeah.
But the problem with YouTube, as I spoke about last time, is that wherever it falls, there shall it be buried. There's no take-backs
Right.
when you stream on YouTube.
You can have a Bill O'Reilly moment, everyone's going to see it.
Everybody's going to see my Bill O'Reilly moment.
Yeah.
And they did in the last episode.
That's right.
We had probably the most horrific start.
Wasn't that bad.
Well, it was bad.
You're talking it up a little bit.
The thing is, I showed you a clip. I didn't show you the whole thing because it was getting too cringy.
Okay.
It's like a whole minute
Yeah.
of I had the stream open and the sound on my laptop. So it was playing the sound back for the whole first minute plus of the podcast before we stopped. Me and Dan were just like, we were mortified. It was our worst nightmares last week. So I need to own the moment.
Yeah.
I need to by the way, did we stick the landing this time, Dan?
Yeah, timing was perfect.
Got him.
Nice.
Thank
Although
God.
we just fucking jinxed ourselves super hard.
Well, we
saying that
already
we're
made it.
fucked
No,
now.
but we already made it.
You're through.
Whatever happens now is fine because like the worst time to have a fuck up is like when somebody
Right at the
opens a
get-go.
video.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna watch this video, and it's just like a total mess.
Yeah.
Somehow 1 million people watched that last podcast.
Is it always like this?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought these guys ran a tight ship.
Yeah.
What is this?
Right. No, you know. But Dan, can you pull up that clip from last week?
Yeah.
It just cracks me up that 1 million people watched. Actually, first of all, a huge thank you to everybody that stuck through that.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the H3 Podcast Live. That's right. We are back, and we are streaming on
This is it.
YouTube.
Here it
Welcome,
comes.
everybody.
Listen, we
to
thought it'd be
another
fun
episode
to come over to
of the
YouTube and give it a
H3
shot. And now when I'm
Podcast
talking,
Live.
it's mixing in with
Because
that.
we've never
It's probably
actually
even more
watched the
hellish.
show on
The
YouTube.
The first
The
10
content
seconds of
lives
that.
here. So
People
I
are like,
thought
good,
it'd be a
okay,
fun
good.
experience.
And then
How
they
the
had no
experience
idea what
is.
they were in
Just
for.
to mix it up a little bit, keep you on your toes.
Today's episode is sponsored by Hims, Blue Apron, and
So the thing
Express
is,
VPN.
at this point, if it stopped, it's like, okay, we can get over it.
Insanely good today, by the way.
Here's
on your computer.
I couldn't hear Dan through the speaker.
So
So Dan's like, hey, your shit's open, and I couldn't hear him.
What would be great is if it was happening now, and because of this,
It
Dan's in
basically
this copy.
is. This can't be.
Yeah.
This can't be good to watch. But like, it keeps going. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who stuck it through.
Troopers.
You know, stuck it through, and this time we hopefully have got it.
Well, it's okay to have some growing pains.
Yeah, growing pains, most definitely. Other comments about the YouTube stream. Everybody seemed to enjoy us streaming on YouTube, but the comments were that the live chat was truly god-awful, which surprised me because I didn't think you could top Twitch chat in terms of toxicity. But
Yeah.
apparently, YouTube manages to top...
Think again.
Yeah, YouTube tops Twitch. You know, YouTube always outdoes Twitch. Let's
Right.
just say that, and always.
I think people are more conditioned to leave ridiculous comments on YouTube. It's
Think
sort
so?
of it comes with the territory.
Well, part of the problem is that on Twitch we have sub-only mode.
Yeah.
So it really, hones down on the spam. But I would just want to invite everybody who is here to spam and just, ruin the chat. I want to say that we changed the frequency to 5 minutes. So at this point, I welcome all the spammers to come. Enjoy yourself in between 5 minutes. I mean, if you're waiting 5 minutes to spam, you're pretty much just a viewer at that point. So if you want to make multiple accounts, just get those views up, enjoy yourself, put your feet up, have a meal, enjoy the podcast, and then you can leave a spam comment every 5 minutes.
It's a very diplomatic fix. You didn't kick him out. You said, hey, you're welcome.
You're pretty much just a viewer
Yeah.
at this point. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Next up, you guys may have seen our new video. Oh, man, I'm exhausted. Last night I was up till, I don't know, was it last night? The night before, till like 1 a.m. because I found out that YouTube is fucking with the sub feed.
I saw that video, yeah.
It's like the final, for people who didn't see the video, basically YouTube said that they're testing the sub feed to put it in a personalized order. And what that means is basically they have an algorithm that's going to decide, like, hey, which content is going to get us the most watch time, pretty much, you know.
Elsa.
Whatever.
Elsa videos.
Yeah, lots of Elsa. No, most likely BuzzFeed.
People trying to figure out what "This Is America" means.
Right,
Just
lots of those at the top.
Columns and columns.
Right. So we made a video talking about that because the sub feed is like the last sacred place on YouTube.
Untouched.
You have the homepage, the sidebar. That's where most traffic comes from on YouTube. And you don't really know how that shit works. Like, you go to the homepage, why is something there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I post a video, I don't see it on the homepage. Why?
Is there like one guy at YouTube who can fuck with those and just be like, I'm gonna show my buddy's video real quick. Let me pop that
I don't
up
know.
there. Probably not. That's probably a huge.
So. Yeah.
That'd be erroneous
Yeah.
to have that functionality
Just
in there.
one dude.
Yeah.
I think it's just the algorithm, but they're very controlling of they're very intentional. It's all just about watch time.
Right.
But it's very cold and it's very unfeeling. Like, do we really want a platform that just doesn't care about users' choice at all and just like the god of watch time?
There was a big backlash when Instagram did it, right?
Exactly.
People hated it.
Exactly, because you want to feel like you have some choice of the content you're watching. And so anyway, YouTube responded to the video we made. They said, this is a very small experiment. We're testing a new, completely optional way to sort this sub feeds with a small group of people. All videos are still there, and again, people have control over the settings. AKA, they don't have to use it. But here's what I'll say to that, which is, I think, total BS. The default setting is personalized. You have to go out of your way to change it back to chronological. I mean, they really just do that so that they say that it's optional. But how many people are actually going to go and switch it?
If it's optional, then if everybody's saying they want it the other way, how long until you just force them to have it the new way?
Exactly. And that's basically what I'm saying here is that, like, it starts there. It's a slippery slope. Once you've decided that you're willing to fuck with the sub feed, it's only a matter of time. Like, this guy, Ben Trusted Flagger, he's like, I don't know. This guy has a lot of inside information. He always has a lot of interesting insights on YouTube.
He's trusted.
He's trusted. He does actually work with them to some large capacity. He said they've been working on this for a very long time behind the scenes, and I'm scared if it will be implemented permanently. Even though you can opt out, I was told if rolled out, everyone would be opted in by default. Negative impact on everyone. Don't do this, YouTube. And it's like you said on Facebook, they had it used to be chronological.
Yeah.
And the moment that they optimized the feed on Facebook and they're doing the same thing on Instagram is when those social medias became such fucking garbage.
Right.
Because you're on the platform and you feel the pull, like they're just trying to keep you there as long as possible.
Every time I go to Facebook, for some fucking reason, Facebook is like, hey, you love Martin Lawrence's posts, right? Martin Lawrence, the actor. He has this fucking, if everybody should go check out Martin Lawrence's Facebook because it's insane.
Really? He's killing it?
It's like, he's like so Flo Antonio in the way that he's just like posting these.
Martin Lawrence.
What it's like to have a Cuban girlfriend. Martin is like, wow, this is crazy. Like, what? What is Martin doing all day?
Huh.
Martin
found a new vertical. So basically, Martin Lawrence is going to be at the top of all of our feeds. But on Facebook, they changed it to optimized several years ago, and they made it optional. Until one day, they're like, hey, you know what? This results in more watch time and more ad revenue. So we're just going to remove the option.
Right.
They act like that's not what's going to happen. That's definitely what is going to happen.
It is kind of silly the way all these companies talk to us about changes that we don't like. And they're like, no, don't worry, guys. You can have an option.
You don't understand.
Behind the scenes, they're just like, what the fuck? What? Do you think we're going to change anything for them?
Yeah.
No, this is money. I mean,
I wonder if in a way they're that naive that they're like, it's optional.
How does it benefit them? Like, what is
more watch time, more ad revenue?
Really?
They keep you on the page longer. They don't. The objective of all these social medias is to keep you on the page as long as they fucking can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They just suck your ass in, keep you watching, and give you more ads.
If it's chronological, like when I go to Reddit and I see all of the links on the front page are purple, I'm like, oh, well, I did that, and then I leave.
Right.
I mean, I don't leave. I go to the next page.
Right.
But if it wasn't chronological like that, it would be like, he's already clicked all the purple links. Let's give him a new batch.
Right.
Keep him on the page.
Theoretically, that doesn't sound bad, but what ends up happening is that Jesus Christ, that LaCroix got me.
Yeah, me too, man.
What ends up
Is
happening
in these things.
is that the sub feed is just going to end up like the homepage, where
Right.
it's like, based on other users' activity, we've determined that this video results in more watch time and more time on page. So we're going to put that at the top of your sub feed, and not this small creator that you're a fan of or anybody. It could be it could be me, it could be you, it could be PewDiePie. This video didn't get as much watch time, so we're going to put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's how they rate it.
Weird, man. I mean, I'd love to get into their heads and figure out what the hell their ultimate plan is, because this feels like part of something else.
Yeah. Well, the scary part that I talked about is just like, once they tinker with the sub feed, they now have the ability to completely make your channel disappear.
Yeah.
Because as a creator, it's so frustrating when you go to the homepage and you don't see your new video.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't it there? I don't know. I guess there's a reason, whatever. And you don't see it on the sidebar of other people's videos sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's people also saying, like, I got unsubscribed from you.
Right.
Like, there's some strange errors going on to keep people from watching things. But I don't know. We should get jobs at YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, we should go in disguise, like, interview for jobs and get the inside dirt.
Just a comedy mustache.
Yeah. Trusted Ben? You want to help us out?
Right. Yeah.
Trustworthy Ben?
I do joke. I'm very qualified to work at YouTube once our channel dies. I'm going to be a fucking top. They're going to make me say a oath to the god of watch time.
Oh, Shredder will probably get the job for sure.
So I
Bring
don't
him
know.
in.
They responded, but I just think they're so naive. They're like, they don't understand why we're so upset, because it's optional.
Yeah. That's got to be a tough fucking job, being the PR guy or PR person at YouTube. It's like, yeah, hey, half of the population of the country is mad at you. Mm-hmm. What? Oh, shit. What do I do?
Their PR department sucks, dude. They don't say anything. What is the PR person's job at YouTube?
Yeah.
Their
I
job
would
is this.
definitely tread lightly on if I was that guy. I'd be like, oh, okay, how do I say
He
nothing?
treads too lightly.
Yeah.
He doesn't say shit.
Right.
He's like, all right, we had a meeting, and we've decided we're not going to say anything.
Do you think
too
they
much
have
of a
meetings
liability.
like when they have to respond to you? Do you
Yes,
think
I'm sure that
like
they
there's
do.
there's like a huddle? You're like,
I'm certain that
guys,
they do.
Ethan's blasting us.
Yeah.
What do we say?
Yeah, I'm sure that they do. I'm not kidding. They do, actually.
They just tell you to go fuck yourself.
The PR person's like, all right, guys, we've thought a lot about this, and we've decided to say nothing.
Yeah, this will not get us in trouble.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to talk
You know what the
about
sad
this.
thing is? It's probably true. That's probably the best course of action.
Yeah.
Say nothing.
Just say nothing.
Yeah.
We'll get them later.
All right, well, let's move on to more upbeat news. The Texas shooting.
Yeah.
I actually want to. I don't want to talk about the shooting and all the details, but I'm fascinated. You guys know about this Texas shooting, another school shooting. Fucking look at this superstar.
Jesus Christ.
And that guy's a fucking.
That is a young fucking. These kids are so goddamn young.
It's so crazy. You think that guy owns a samurai sword?
He needs more.
What are the chances?
Not enough length in the back for that to be a card-carrying samurai sword boy. He needs more of a mullet.
That prison jumpsuit is very Naruto. I think he looks good in it.
Yeah, he does not look.
Get his ass a headband and he'll be full role play. Okay. There was another shooting this morning, by the way.
Yeah.
Another fucking shooting. This time a 12. He was a 7th grader. He was 12 years old, dude.
Yeah.
Well, this is the guy that stopped him. Look at this monster. But
holy shit.
I'm going to talk more about what this hero did. But first, I feel like everybody's talking about how do we stop this? It's clearly gone on. It's happening every fucking week. It trips me out. When we were kids, I didn't think about somebody rolling up at my school with a gun.
Yeah.
And I feel like the experience of kids in public school these days is that they're not just expecting it, they're waiting for it to happen.
Right. I never had any kind of drill.
Never a drill.
Like that.
No metal detectors.
Yeah. There's like people shooting off blanks in school hallways just to get kids ready.
Are you serious?
Like, I saw a video of one doing that, so
By the
this might be a little.
administration?
No, like they bring in a trained officer or something like
Dude,
that.
that is so twisted.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, there's this raging debate. Is it guns? Is it mental health? And I'm always thinking, like, what? Like, well, first of all, it feels like we're not doing anything. Like, a lot of people are like, let's ban guns. And then everyone else is like, let's not ban guns. And ultimately, everyone screams at each other. But still, now, after this happening for so long, nothing's happening. And I'm starting to think that, I mean, the availability of guns is definitely a problem, although one that I'm not sure how to tackle. But I actually think that there's more potent issues than guns. One being is just basically how the media fetishizes all these school shooters. Like every time it happens, they treat these kids like they have put them on like the top scoreboard. It's like, you got 10.
Why'd he do it?
Why?
That's always the question. Why'd he do it?
Who is he? Let's get pictures of him.
Yeah. What did his Facebook page say?
Tell me everything. And it's true. Like for a whole week, for a whole news cycle, it's like every detail into this person's life.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he got 10? That's pretty good. But, Columbine had like 50. That's the high score currently. That was a really great try.
Right.
You made a valiant, effort to top the scoreboard for us. 10, pretty good. Mediocre school shooting.
Well, how do you combat that?
I think the media needs to just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't show pictures. Don't show names. Don't talk about him like I'm doing now. But I'm making fun. The guy looks like, I mean,
I apologize for actually putting that up. I meant to scroll down to the.
That wasn't my
article.
fault. Dan's on the scroll, but it's fine. I do want to see his face because he's a goofy looking fuck. Yeah. But like, well, we're making fun of him, but I'm talking about like the established media.
Right. They
romanticize him.
Well, because people click it. They want to see it. The news has always just been like,
yeah, they're just feeding.
Oh, you want the meat? We have the meat. We are the meat makers.
It's kind of related in a way to what I'm talking about with YouTube, like almighty watch time. But what they're after is the almighty click, right? And they don't care. They don't analyze at what cost we pay. They pay. We as a society pay to get all those clicks.
It's also the amount of reporters who show up like the day of. Like I'll bet you right now there's a shitload of like news vans parked outside the school where this just happened, trying to interview like parents and kids.
The circus.
It's fucking insane.
You know what? I've talked about it before, but it's worth mentioning again. The really awful one in Vegas that happened.
Yeah.
There was so many commercials during the live report. Right. Like they just don't fucking even acknowledge or care.
Yeah.
They're rolling Dr. Pepper ads. I took pictures of it on my phone because I was so shocked. During a live report.
They're on the call with the doctor.
Yeah. Oh,
Dr.
and by
Pepper.
the way, reports are in that he was enjoying a nice, refreshing Dr. Pepper right before he went in there, guns blazing.
This catastrophe reporting brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
This school shooting brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's peppery.
Have a fresh one. Get excited with a Coca-Cola and shoot up your school.
Yeah. By the way, did you got shot? Hey, what happened? Don't take him in the ambulance yet. I want to interview this guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's not far.
It's just a leg wound. He's fine.
This, excuse me, young man, you appear to be bleeding. Here, have a sip of this nice Coca-Cola to get you through it.
Oh, shit, now this chair's squeaking.
The official beverage of school shooting.
It is pretty ridiculous. There's the one in Texas. There's like videos of these kids are giving like quotes and shit, but it's the reporter, and then if you look, there's a fucking shitload of reporters all like, get that.
Yeah.
Just vultures, man.
Absolutely. And they don't think about it. They don't understand the consequence of making money that way.
Do you think people like within the world of journalists are like, hey man, love the way you reported that?
Dude. You covered that school shooting so good.
How did you get those kids out of the ambulance so you could interview them?
Dude, that kid was basically, he was bleeding to death.
Yeah.
And the way that you got that extra little interview out of him was spectacular.
Who does your camera work? It was incredible.
I'm getting job offers from everybody. Everybody wants me.
They get
Dr. Pepper wants me for their new spot.
They should give out like catastrophe Pulitzers.
Right.
Or it's like after a massacre, it's just like who reported it the best? Who got the most people paused from going into the ambulance so they could interview them.
How disruptive to triage. So I think, first of all, that's in my opinion the biggest problem, because it enters unconsciously people's minds. These disgruntled kids, which have always existed. Let's not act like mental illness is a new thing. This has always existed, but people are manifesting it in this way. They have this idea like, oh, I'm going to shoot up a school because of the way that the media fetishizes it. You become an anti-hero, right? And there's people that like really fetishize, like girls are, like I've heard writing love letters to like this school shooter and shit.
That shit'll never make sense
You
to
know.
me. That is so bizarre.
It is bizarre. I mean, Charles
Imagine
Manson
catching
got
your
married
kid.
in prison.
What the fuck?
Because it's like he's an anti-rock star. You know, he was in the news. He's in the
Yeah.
media. Everybody's talking about him.
That's a good
He's
point.
the most famous guy in the world. Don't show the picture. Don't talk about him. I don't fucking care. They act like oh, he's a hero. I want to dissect every part of his life. Like he's not that interesting. He's
Yeah.
just he's a loser.
I just like the way the human mind works. I want to get to the bottom of it and figure out. Oh, he got bullied.
That's it.
Oh, that's
Which
okay.
isn't Which
He got bullied. He took his dad's gun.
they're not interesting people. They're fucking losers.
They're kids too.
They
They're like
just need help.
how? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's your mind is a lot more fragile when you're younger.
So
you can rebound just as well.
That's the other aspect that I think is fucked up. The media is making it so much worse. I think that it should be illegal, honestly, to talk about this shit.
Used to just
the
be
level
frowned
they do.
upon.
Just report that it happened.
Yeah.
I think it should be straight up illegal to fucking fetishize these school shooters. The next part is what you touched on, is that I think that kids are under way too much fucking pressure.
Yeah, we're making kids grow up real fast these days. Maybe that's just me being an old man.
Well,
and looking
thinking
at what's
about
going on.
when I think back to my experience in high school, when you're there, everything feels deadly serious.
Yeah.
Your relationships, your grades, what college am I going to go into? Everything feels like this is my life and it's deadly serious. But now, looking back on that, I realize how little that shit mattered at all.
Right.
Right? And kids, they get so fucking stressed out because they're just kids. They're underslept. They don't have enough sleep. They're working too hard.
Yeah, what is
You remember when you were in high school, you waking up at like 7, 6 a.m.
Yeah,
every
fuck
morning?
that.
I can't do that as an adult.
Me
Like,
either.
Can you imagine waking
No.
If I wake up at 6 a.m., it ruins my whole fucking week.
I had to sleep under this table last night just so I could make it to this podcast.
I know,
on time.
man. It was
It
brutal.
was insane. It was cool though. Shredder kept me company.
Yeah.
He's not nibbling on my face. I was so sleep deprived in high school. There were so many days where I just didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Where I'd be up and it was all of a sudden 2 a.m. And
Yep.
I'm like, oh fuck, I got homework.
Or like 5 hours or something like that. But
Yeah.
kids need sleep more than anyone else because their brains are developing.
I don't get where this whole 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. start time for school is coming from.
I think they're just trying, like, I get it. They're trying to prepare you for, like, the workforce.
They want them out in time for lunch.
Right.
Like, don't you leave high school like 2?
Yeah, 2 or 3, but
The fuck?
work ends at 5, so
Yeah.
get them in there at 11, 12,
I mean, even work is called 9 to 5,
9 to 5.
not 7:30 to 2.
Well, I guess part of it is probably that it's more convenient for parents. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but whatever it is, well, and like teachers are giving kids so much homework, like all this college prep. Like I remember, I worked harder in high school than I did in college. Things felt way more serious back then. You had a ton of fucking homework, a ton of expectations. You got like guidance counselors down your ass.
Yeah, and I still dropped out of college. Didn't work on me.
make it through?
Nah. Got the fuck out of there.
But college is more special in that you're on your own.
Right.
You get to make your own value judgment about how serious it is.
Yeah. I just couldn't wake up early enough.
No,
It was just-
classes are tough, man.
Yeah.
Waking up's the hardest one. But my point is that I think that ultimately, if kids realized more that this is an insignificant part of their life, that it's not that serious,
Right.
that they don't need to be that stressed out about how successful their social life is, or if they fucking girls or whatever stupid shit. Like your life completely changes
Yeah.
after high school. You know that life is really insignificant. And I think that instead of piling on all the pressure to these kids, we need to take some of the pressure off and let them know that there's a whole new life after high school.
I wonder where the cycle on that starts too, because we're putting a lot of pressure on kids with like testing and all that stuff. But a lot of that is because teachers are getting fucked if they don't keep their kids' grades.
It's systematic.
Yeah, it starts above the teachers' heads with people being like, if you don't
Completely.
get your kids' grades within this range, you're fired, or you're just not getting the raise you wanted,
you're not
or
getting a raise. Whatever.
something like that. And
It's-
teachers already get paid dog shit.
Yeah.
So
It's a breeding ground of stress because, like you just said, the teachers are underpaid and they're stressed, and
Yeah.
they're under a lot of stress.
now they got to worry about like fucking gunfire
Right, let's
breaking
arm
out.
them. Now they have to be prepared to put their life on the line with an armed conflict.
This guy's teaching science or whatever.
That guy could crush a skull with his bare hand.
God, I wish there was footage. With this, have we gotten into
No,
this guy?
I'm going to get into the details of this guy's heroism in a moment. But until then, enjoy this cartoon character-esque looking gladiator.
Good God, I bet that guy gives great hugs. Can you imagine a hug from that?
Oh, he hugged someone real hard. To death, possibly.
I want to see it.
I think kids are under too much fucking pressure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When I have kids, you always get to fantasize about what of a great parent you'll be, even though you'll suck. But it's like, when I have kids, just listen. Do good. Try hard. But just realize this doesn't matter. Because, like, for example, the kid that shot up his school, he was bullied. Mm-hmm. But in your mind, you're like, nobody likes me. Girls don't like me. I'm getting picked on. My life is over. I have no prospects. You hear about kids in school killing themselves because they're like, my life is over. Nobody fucking cares about high school.
Yeah, you get to hit the reset button on everything about you when you leave high school.
Place. Just go.
You can call yourself a different name if you want. Like you'll very likely not see these people again for a long time, or just every Christmas when you come home.
That's right. Or not.
And even then, you get to pick who you want to see.
Exactly. Maybe you'll run into them at Ralph's, but you can not even talk to them.
Yeah. And maybe they'll be the checkout guy.
They'll be the checkout guy.
And you've got a 3.8 GPA in college, and you're like, wow, I'm really glad I didn't shoot this guy.
Oh yeah. Yikes.
But yeah, it all that was the limit.
No, I just didn't expect it. I didn't expect to be like, hey, I'm back home for Christmas.
Yeah.
My bully's checking bags. I'm really glad I didn't murder him.
Glad I didn't shoot this guy.
Because he's living in misery.
Science teacher would have.
You know what else? You know what else I think? When I was a kid, and even back more, I feel like the school shooting increase has gone up in direct correlation to how much people are coddling their kids. Kids used to fucking fight. They used to scrap. They used to give each other shit. But you're a kid. You're getting out aggression and confusion. You're going through puberty. You have all this shit going on in your life. Like, look at dogs at the park, puppies. Puppies are just like kids. They scrap. They fight. They play.
Yeah.
You don't punish a dog, or in fact, you want to let them fight. You want to let them learn how to interact. And like kids, if they get in a fight, or if they get in a confrontation with a kid, it's like you're suspended. Your parents are like,
yeah,
fuck,
what is that?
And how the parents come down on them hard. They'll literally expel a kid for fighting.
That's fucking insane.
Just gone.
I think my high school had a zero tolerance policy for fighting where, like, if you walked up and punched a kid, you both get expelled or suspended.
No, that was the cute part. I had that too. If you get attacked and defend yourself.
So you could really ruin somene's day by punching them in the face and getting them suspended.
You punch them into expulsion.
Yeah. And you're suspended.
Right. But, like, seriously, there's a direct correlation here.
Yeah.
Kids need to scrap.
Kids out there, your minds are fragile.
Throw a punch.
Just.
But seriously, would you rather get in a fight or someone come up with bottled rage and shoot up the school?
I mean, I'm not a fighter. The only fight I've ever been in was in elementary school, but it felt good. I got it out of me. And I went home and I felt real bad about it. I was like,
you feel guilty.
Yeah, I felt guilty. And my parents were like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, can't do that.
That's a bad thing to do.
Little kid, yeah. Don't be like this.
Right. I used to fight a lot in elementary school.
Yeah, it was easy. These kids, they just want to.
But, like, it's important. It's part of the if somebody's bullying you, you should be able to throw a fucking punch.
You're building neural pathways to find right and wrong.
That's right.
And if you coddle the kid too much, they're not going to have any impression of what they should do on their own.
And there's no outlet. Imagine you're this kid, you're bullied, you are coddled, you have no outlet for your aggression.
Yeah.
And your dad has got a gun. And you hearing about the media's like, this guy got 23 confirmed kills. The second deadliest school shooting. I wonder who will top it next.
Keep it posted. It's like
keep us posted.
It's like the Top Gear, that show Top Gear has the best race times.
Right, exactly. That's exactly right. It's a leaderboard.
Who's gonna beat Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we need like we What do you call that? When you have a draft a sports team?
Oh, yeah, fantasy.
We need a fantasy school shooting league.
Fantasy school shootings.
Well, let's just call it like it is, guys. That's where we're headed. Let's take some bets.
It is pretty reprehensible just to like, because when I see the headline, I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'll like look at the comments and be like, God damn, like, damn.
There was a school shooting this morning. I go to the New York Times because I'm trying to find any newspaper with an update. It's not even on the front page.
Wasn't that what you want? In a way,
that's true. That is what I want.
Do you think that that's what they did, or were they just like?
Well, what I saw that as a symptom of was that we're so desensitized because nobody died.
Yeah.
They're like, well, nobody died. It's not really a scoop. There'll be a better one next week.
Oh man, if that's, I'm pretty optimistic, but I think you're onto something. Anybody die? No.
A couple of shots were fired. Someone got injured. Nobody died. There'll be a better one next week.
Wait, show me the picture of the guy who stopped it again. Oh, now we got a story.
Yeah.
Look at this beefcake.
No, it's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
All I know is that I don't see anybody. I see a lot of people talking, and I don't see anybody. Fucking LaCroix. I don't see anybody actually making any. I don't give a fuck at this point what it is. If we're changing school hours, if we're loosening pressure, if we're allowing fighting, like fucking battle royale. All right, kids, go get them.
That'd be great.
Or if we're banning guns.
Yeah.
I don't see anything happening. There's something clearly very wrong, and it's time to do something about it.
It happens way too often, and it seems to be a pretty common thread that the kids are just grabbing their parents' guns. So I would start there and try to make sure parents are much more responsible with their weapons.
So this kid who we're talking about in Texas who killed 10 people, his dad went on the news, and he said, don't think of my son as a criminal. He's a sweet kid. He was bullied in school. He's the victim. Says the dad who the kid took his dad's guns and did the shooting on.
Yeah.
Do we have a clip of that, Dan? Do you have any media about that?
That would be a good use of the NRA to like.
The media we have has the picture of the kid.
Okay.
We don't need to show him again.
Yeah, Google it.
That piece of crap. See if I can find anything on his dad.
But anyway, the dad, that's so rich. Like, bro.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
First of all, yeah, we need to look at the parents. You fuck. You had weapons that your kid was able to access that easily.
Right.
Right under your fucking nose and go kill people. Maybe your son was the victim, but then that makes you're liable.
Yeah, don't
start punishing the parents. Let's start there. Throw his ass in prison.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
People would lose their minds if that happened, though. Like, I don't know. People get so fucking pissed off when you bring up guns. People are like, no! Like, I just said the word, man. No! It just seems to be how the conversation always goes.
Yeah.
But if like the NRA...
Well, okay, keep your guns.
Yeah.
Keep your fucking guns. But I'm just saying, if somebody uses your guns, your children, to kill people, then you killed those people.
Yeah, look into how the kid got the gun. If the kid just took it off above the fireplace, like that's not very responsible to have that around.
In my opinion, keep the guns. Keep the AR-15s. I don't fucking care. I don't care about gun control.
If the kid like knocked you out and then took your key and then unlocked it and shit, well, I kind of, I did everything I could. My kid's just a little asshole.
Hide the key. Why are you walking around with the key on you?
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
There's no excuse. Keep the guns. But if your kids use it to kill people, then you're going to prison in their place.
We got to educate fucking parents about how not to give their guns to their children.
Well, and they're going to know their ass is on the line.
Yeah.
It's funny. When you have a gun in your house, you're like, oh, I don't want an accident to happen. But now we got to be like, oh, I don't want my kids to take these and kill people at school with it.
Yeah, maybe like show a kid a bunch of college movies and be like, look, kid, you just got to make it to here.
Yeah.
Here, check out.
Someone's going to suck your dick the first week. I guarantee it.
What's a good college movie? What are the old ones? Fucking Belushi.
Yeah.
Animal House?
Animal House.
Show
your kid Animal House. Let them know that shit's going to get real cool later on.
You know what's funny? I was a virgin in high school, and I fucked like the first week of college.
Really?
I'm just saying. It's real.
There you go, guys. That's all you need to hear. You mad because you're not getting laid in high school. No one gets laid in high school.
The first week of college. She was hot too.
My man.
I'm just saying. The dream is real.
Yeah. Oh, but cool your jets, everybody. No,
Just saying.
quit shooting each other. First week of college, you're gonna get laid.
That's not a bad message.
Yeah.
That's not a bad message.
As bad as it is now, because high school, all of my most depressing, embarrassing moments that like make my eyes pop open at night,
Right.
a lot of them, the majority of them, are from high school.
Right.
Nothing was ever as embarrassing later in life as it was as a high school student
right.
because your fucking hormones are flying everywhere. You don't really know how to be a social creature if
And
you're
underslept.
unless you're like a football
Overstressed.
star. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you're just trying to have a normal life and figure out what you're going to grow to become.
Right.
And
I mean, it's so unusual for a child to grow up that way in that like extreme of conditions. Like, I mean, naturally,
all right.
gopher gun.
Get the gopher gun. Yeah, on a farm shooting the gophers.
Right.
Just fires crossbows.
You get it out. Yeah, killing animals not exactly a good alternative.
Well, gophers,
Gophers are good.
they could ruin a crop.
All right, let's take a quick break, guys. We will be right
Leave you
back.
on
We've
that.
got a tight schedule. We have so much to get to. It's going to be insane. Up next, actually, we were goofing on Prince E. Yay! Oh, wait, there's more. I wanted to talk about the school shooting this morning. This PE teacher on the
right.
screen had a fucking basketball on him that he pegged the kid in the face, a 12-year-old. We're going to talk about that when we come back from this break.
Yeah.
Don't go away. Thank you to Quip for sponsoring this episode of the H3 Podcast. You guys know them. You love them. It's Quip. It's the best toothbrush on the market. I praise their name every morning. I have a shrine to Quip in my bathroom. I have candles around it and little bits of toothpaste, and it's my shrine. It's my morning ritual, and I say, thank God for Quip this morning. Thank God. Listen to this. Quip is an electric toothbrush that's a fraction of the cost of bulkier brushes, while still packing the right amount of vibrations that can help clean your teeth. Quip has a built-in timer that helps you clean your dentist for a recommended 2 minutes with guiding pulses that remind you to switch sides. Next, Quip's subscription plan for your health, not just convenience. Get that straight, Buster. They deliver new brush heads on a dentist-recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5, including free worldwide shipping. What? Quip also comes with the amount that sucks right to your mirror and unsticks to use as a cover for. They're using this suction mount as a selling point. They really push this thing. I have no problem just putting it with the rest of my toothbrushes. You know what I mean? But maybe that appeals to you. You know, it's a toothbrush. You put it with your other toothbrushes. That's kind of the appeal to me, is that it's a really great electric toothbrush that's just a toothbrush. You know what I mean? You just put it there. You don't have a big brick that you have to charge it overnight or anything. You just, hey, forget about it, huh? Hey. All right. And finally, everybody loves Quip. Everybody. It's like Raymond, but a toothbrush. They're on Oprah's O list and named Time's Best Invention and the first subscription electric toothbrush accepted by the American Dental Association. Really? Oh, subscription. Right. Let's not forget Goop, who said, quote, "This toothbrush can also be used in various other ways." I don't know. I'm not quoting Goop. I don't know what they said. It's a great toothbrush. Plus, they're backed by a network of over 20,000 dentists and hygienists. And hundreds of thousands of happy brushers use Quip every day. This toothbrush is my favorite. It's taking my mouth cleaning to the next level. So here's what you do. Get Quip. It starts at just $25. If you go to getquip.com/H3 right now, you'll get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That is your first refill pack free at getquip.com/H3. That's GETQUIP.com/H3. Thank you to Quip. Let's go. That wasn't that bad, right? Short little breaks.
Yeah, no, that felt great to me.
That was a perfect amount of time, if I don't say so myself.
We weren't live?
No, not
Dude,
that.
we just solved the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
We've been
we
talking. We
worked
talked
hard.
it through.
Yeah, we talked it out.
Obama called us.
We figured it out.
Oh my god, you guys!
But
you
I hope you guys are enjoying the shorter breaks because we used to do them like 10 minutes. I hope that it's, you guys can stick around.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this fucking, what do you even call that? He's like a meat sandwich. Get a
Somebody in
load
the
of
chat
this
said
guy.
he looks like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Dude,
He
this guy-
does.
So
Yeah.
what happened was this 12-year-old. How the fuck does a 12-year-old shoot up a school? But anyway, a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He gets pegged in the face.
He
with a
gets pegged in the
basketball.
face.
Well, the 12-year-old shot this guy 3 times as he was trying to
God
take
damn.
him out. Oh, Shredder, you all right? Jesus. Down the wrong pipe.
It's that.
There's coughing. You okay, buddy? All right, he's fine.
Say it to the mic shredder.
I think he choked on the water.
I do that too.
Poor guy. God, so cute. All right, this guy, he got shot 3 times. This little piece of shit in his class pulls out 2 handguns that he got from his parents,
Yeah.
starts shooting up the school. This guy has a basketball in hand. This monster. Just first of all, remove the gun and imagine as a monster, a huge guy like this, taking a basketball and just fucking slamming it into a kid's face as hard as you can.
Yeah, he
Love it.
didn't even see the guns.
He's just like, I don't like this kid.
Oh, this little shit.
He's like, oh, he's shooting people?
Finally,
Oh
an
my
excuse.
Kid had a gun.
So this guy got shot 3 times, but he beamed him in the face as hard as he... That's the only time in life as an adult you get to throw a basketball at a child's face as hard as you can.
Yeah,
That's gotta
usually you
feel
have to
good.
make it look like an accident.
It's got to feel
This is the
really
first
good.
time you can
Yeah.
you get the news covers it and calls you a
Right.
hero.
He's like, dude, felt really good.
Yeah.
Hit
How'd you
that
become a hero? Oh, I smashed a kid in the face with a basketball.
Yeah.
Full force.
kid. Can you imagine his feet must have gone up, just slammed against the wall.
Yeah. The only
Like
thing
you were
that could have
saying,
made
the
it
half
better.
shots, like
Yeah.
you seen these half shots where the kid gets beamed in the head and they're just like,
Right. There's just always some little kid running around behind the fucking basketball net,
I love the image
And
of
just
this
gets
kid getting
clobbered.
fatally destroyed.
What could have made it better was if the basketball went into a net after that.
Right.
Like
a little
it
Dude
bounces
Perfect.
off the kid's head right into a
That'd
basketball
be a fun
net.
Dude Perfect video.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You know Dude Perfect? They do like trick shots.
Oh,
Like slamming
okay.
a 12-year-old
Yeah.
in the face and then into a
Yeah.
perfect swoosh.
Well, now they've got the impetus to do that
Right.
that bit.
Dude Perfect needs to be trolling our schools and keeping
Yeah,
us
get
safe.
some Team 10 fans.
Well, anyway, so this guy's a fucking hero. He slammed him in the face and took him down. He got shot 3 times, and this guy's a goddamn hero.
That's a great picture of him too. So it's like, no one's ever gonna see this picture of me.
Look at that bicep, man. Fuck, that can throw a base. Oh my god, a basketball.
Yeah, imagine like I'm guessing this guy's hand is probably the size of the basketball. So
Yeah.
like it didn't even slip. He just
no.
palmed it.
Yeah, he palmed it. He definitely palmed it.
yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Man,
That little fucking demon. How does a 12-year-old get so disturbed that they bring handguns to school?
this is definitely free reign to just shit on a 12-year-old. We don't often have that.
Like I said, if I had a basketball and he was here, I'd throw
Yeah.
it right in his face.
I fucking hate kids, so this is cool with me.
Right. So anyway, as I was saying, Prince Ye, who we had goofed on just a little bit in our previous video, because I was talking about how I really like taking a break from social media, and I think social media is becoming addictive and it's becoming a problem. And then I recalled, man, I used to make fun of this guy, Prince Ye, who was talking about the same thing. Am I agreeing with him? What's going on here? We watched his video, we goofed on him a little bit, and he saw that and he reacted to it. So I thought we would pull up a clip of your boy, Prince Ye, watching just a clip of it. Go ahead, Dan.
Are we on the same page? I don't know. Maybe. Let's talk about it. I'm down to have a chat. Let me know. I'm easy to connect with. But yeah. So thank you for checking out the video. Really dope. Great shirt. Great hat. You both, thank you so much for analyzing it. You guys
That's
come
too
from a
nice.
perspective of, while it's humorous, it's also, you keep it real as well. So I appreciate that, man. And there you have it, H3H3. What's up? Thank you guys for watching this reaction to a reaction video, and see you next time.
All right.
Peace.
Fuck you, Prince Ye. You're too nice. You're too
Way
unhateable.
too nice.
You
You
made fun of this
cocksucker.
guy?
You piece of shit. All gracious, complimenting
Yeah.
how I look and stuff.
We watched all 20 minutes of his reaction video to see if there was drama, and it's just him being the
Oh, man.
nicest guy
Fuck
the
him.
entire time.
I don't
It's
like that at
That's
all.
the gold standard on how to do that.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's a class act. I wonder what I would ask him. What I'm wondering is like, do you use your phone? How much do you use your phone? You know, are you conscious about how much you use your phone? What makes you a prince?
What are your thoughts
credentials?
on? Yeah. Do you support loot boxes?
Right.
EA joke? No.
No, I mean, you
got
can
it.
ask anyone that. I was just wondering, like,
I heard a giggle in the room.
all right. So maybe we should reach out to the prince and get some commentary.
Yeah, he sounds like he's down. You sound like you're down. I think it's
We'll work it out.
yeah.
Dug his Rugrats hat too. That was pretty cool. You see
All
that?
right, can we stop sucking his dick? Like, I get
Yeah.
it. He's super nice. He's super cool. He's super gracious. You know, he's the sweetest guy ever. And I'm just sitting here like a fucking bigot making fun of him.
I'm gonna make him my boyfriend.
Yeah, you should fuck
So
him.
I'm gonna fuck him.
He probably sucks a mean dick too.
He's probably really nice about it.
Yeah. Your dick is really well manicured, you know? And it fits like really nice down my throat. He's the best.
I hear that all the time though, so that just be
Your penis is really well manicured.
wow. Look at that manicure.
Perfectly trimmed.
Holy shit.
My goodness. Following up on another story from last week, y'all may remember the story of how Ian ruined my fucking life with a Sharky's gift card. Ian gave me a Sharky's gift card that I repeatedly tried to use. And every time I tried to use it, they wouldn't accept it. I ended up spending like $150 trying to use this gift card.
How did you spend $150 trying to
Because
use it?
every time I would go, they wouldn't take the card.
Oh, so you had already
And I never even wanted Sharky's. I only went there because of the gift card. And I was like, Ian, take the card back. And I dare you to try to use it. Ian, come in here, Ian. I need to confront you. Have a seat. Sit right there, Ian. Ian, the intern. This is the first time. I don't know if this is the first time we've shown your face, but he's kind of a mythical character in here.
Never spoken before.
drink it in.
Ian, tell me about your experience trying to use the gift card.
Yeah, so I drove over. I was forced a little bit. You threatened me
I
to
just
eat
yeah.
Sharkies.
Right.
Even I didn't want it, but I
You
went.
didn't want it?
I wasn't hungry, but
Okay.
you were like, you better.
Well, I gave
use
you
that.
all week. I was like, Ian, use the gift card for the segment we're doing on Friday. And then Thursday, I'm like, did you use the gift card? You're like, no, it's not my fault. It's like 6 p.m. Use the Sharky's gift card. What'd you order?
That's the thing. I didn't think it would work. So I ordered something I didn't want because I didn't want to have the disappointment when they swiped it and they said, no, this doesn't work. So I ordered a nasty salmon black bean burrito.
Oh, you got the salmon one?
Yeah.
That's the one on the menu where I was always like, I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want that one.
Yeah. I was like, I'll pick that because then when she says I can't have it, I won't be sad.
Huh.
And then she swiped it 4 times. It took 4.
That's a funny detail.
Yeah. And
See, what happens is when I go there, they swipe it once and they're like, get out.
no, it kept going. And she even gave me like a huh noise. And
That's weird.
I'm like, it's a wrap. This is not happening. But then she typed it in, punched it all in, and it went. It was a
Did
go.
you eat the salmon burrito?
Yeah. Reluctantly. But
Was it good?
it was okay.
All right.
It was all right.
Okay.
Salmon burrito?
Yeah, I know. I suspect collusion, if I'm being frank.
In what way?
Well, all of a sudden, you're dining at Sharky's on salmon, one of the most coveted fishes in the ocean.
So,
By the way, Sharky's reached out to us.
yeah.
This is a great detail. A PR person from Sharky's emailed Dan and was like, "We're so." Can you read the email, Dan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
give me
but-
1 second. Let me grab it.
They're watching right now, like this is our episode.
You know what?
What?
I think that they
Salmon.
made a note on my account to some capacity on that gift card, which is why she was like, "Huh."
She did look at it for a while. Her
want-
screen.
God, I wonder what it says.
You know?
Says charge this cuck on his debit card.
Ask for the debit
Yeah,
card.
this guy's a cuck. Charge his debit.
How would they know though that it was yours?
Because
It set out a company-wide bulletin.
well, the
Yeah.
last time I was there, which was the really dramatic visit, when I was waiting for like 10 minutes while my food was getting room temp, and they were calling headquarters trying to use the card. The guy kept staying on the phone because he's like, "Can you just pay with your card and use the gift card later?" I was like, "That's the whole point. I came here to use the gift card. I don't want to spend $20. I didn't even want this food." So he might have put some kind of note on the card.
Look out for a scared-looking intern.
Yeah.
The facial recognition software.
I've got the email here.
Let's hear it.
So, subject line is, "We want to make this right. Hi, Ethan. We heard your podcast complaint and apologize for the
Wait, Dan.
frustrating experience."
Do you have sad music you can accompany it with? Think it'll make a big difference.
The only music I have.
Let's just make it with our
super
mouths.
not appropriate at all.
Okay. You can go ahead and read it.
All right. We heard your podcast complaint and apologize.
Wait, stop, Dan. Just Google sad violin. This is important. Trust me. It's going to make it way better.
Here we go.
Email's like 2 sentences.
Here, this is so much better. Okay, go ahead.
Subject line, "We want to make this right." Hi, Ethan. We heard your podcast complaint and apologize for the frustrating experience. We'd like to learn more about the gift card incident,
The
how we
gift
can
card
make it right
incident.
for you, and also troubleshoot what went wrong. Can we please talk? Please let me know if there's a number we can reach you, or if it's more comfortable, call me on my cell phone at any time at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, Becky.
God, I'm gonna need these.
No, man.
I was wondering when
I
someone's
love
going to use
that.
those.
I love that she addressed it as the gift card incident.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite detail.
It's like the name of a Seinfeld episode.
That's their slogan, right? Sharkies, we want to make this right.
You know, we reached out to her and I said we want to have a phone call, but we want to put it on the episode to keep the segment updated, and they refused. But I'm waiting, Sharkies, to make it right because, frankly, you know, you guys have fucked up.
I was telling Ethan they're like actual they're card sharks, but they're card sharkies.
Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. I thought of that
I'm
one
still-
for a while.
Yeah, you were. I
I was
could tell
like,
you came in
I
with
gotta
that.
fit this in at some
Came in
point.
with that.
I saw you read your hand.
Ian, I want to ask you. You have an interesting story about how you came to work for us.
Yeah.
You wrote us a ton of times trying to get in the door. Why did you do that? What is
Yeah,
wrong with
I
you?
kinda
Do you
spammed.
regret it? Do you regret it now?
Not always. Maybe when I was eating that salmon burrito a little bit,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, I really spammed you guys a lot.
I've never asked you because that's an interesting thing to do is to like, and it's the only time it's ever worked because you're not the only person that's done it, but you're the one person that's stuck out.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
it's kind of like, you know, once you get rejected once, just keep going
Right.
because you've got nothing to lose.
Let me ask you this. Were you writing other organizations
Not really.
to that capacity? What was it that you were so honed in on us about?
I mean, I was a fan of you guys, and I watched the show.
That's sick.
That's what you're baiting for, right?
Well, I was kind of expecting that you were writing everyone in town.
Just anyone.
Yeah.
Maybe if I knew their email,
Right.
but you know, sometimes
was-
it's kind of hard to find.
Well, you were emailing us like every. Tell me about the.
I emailed a couple times. Well, I think what got me to keep going was how open you were the first response. You guys were like, "Oh, cool, send some stuff over." Which I feel like most people are like, "No."
Right.
You know, even if I applied for a like Starbucks or something, they'd be like, "Yeah, really?
Ian?
You?"
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, but you guys were so like, "Okay, yeah, maybe."
I think it was serendipitous. We were looking for an intern at the same time. Your email was well put together. Now you're full of regrets and you're eating salmon burritos. All right, come on.
Salmon and black bean
Get
burrito.
the hell out of here. Get back
All
to
right,
work.
thank you.
You wasted. Come on, for Christ's sake.
Thanks, Ian.
I don't pay you to fucking chit chat. Thank you, Ian. I'm really Sharkies. I'm gonna need an update from them.
Yeah.
They need to make this right.
I'm still pissed that they got rid of chronological order.
I'm still hung up on that. Yeah, right. All right, we got to take another break. It's a short one.
That was 20 minutes?
The time, right,
This
Dan?
shit flies right by.
I mean, it was 20 minutes, right, Dan?
This is insane.
Not quite.
Okay.
I mean, if this is a good time to take a break, though. It's a short one. 2
Don't
minutes.
go away, you guys. Give me a break. It's a quick one. You know, why am I getting so defensive? Why is it so weird that I can't have commercials? You watch television, 20 minutes in between. A whole runtime of a 30-minute show is 20 minutes.
Well, you're very empathetic, you know. You're always thinking about, you know, their best interests. You're
Right.
trying to figure
I'm a
out.
saint.
You think of them
man
the
of the
way
people.
you put yourself in their shoes.
I'm a saint. I'm a great guy that cares a lot about my viewers.
Right. Although
Really
hitting
humble,
Ian
too.
with that
Super
belt
humble.
earlier was pretty fucked up.
Well,
That's
he had it
not
coming.
very saint-like.
Ian has it coming. Ian the intern, everybody.
He was lipping off.
I love Ian the intern. He's a cool guy.
That's a cool story.
Yeah. And he turned out, you never know with someone like that. They could well be just a weirdo. But he's actually, I think Ian is a great, humble, sweet young man with
Your
a
whole
bright
crew's
future.
great.
Yeah, they're all great. I don't mean to just ride his dick. They're all really terrific people. But
Right.
specifically Ian, I just want to say he also has a really well manicured penis, and it just slides right. Why? No, not in the... I meant to be that he's sucking mine.
It was in the email he was letting you know.
He said my penis
what it
is
would
really
be
well
like.
manicured.
Yeah, that's how I got on Tosh.0.
You told him that he had a
Sent
nice
his
one?
dick, sent pictures of my dick. No, it was very similar. I just spammed their email.
Wait, you seriously got on the show like that?
Yeah, I emailed.
way.
I found Tosh's agent's name online, and he had just done a bit on his show where he was smoking salvia and trying to do shit. And I was like, oh.
Wait, I thought that was in response. That was like part of the same episode where they showed your
No,
stuff.
that was a different episode.
yeah.
And I
So
saw
they
that.
definitely bit that
And
from you.
I immediately was like, well, I could be a complete asshole about this and accuse them of ripping off a bit, which there's actually no proof that that's what they did.
Sure.
Because the idea is
It's-
out there. It's just a funny idea.
Yeah, they
And
did, but
yeah.
like you
Well,
can't
maybe.
accuse them of it
Sure. Possibly.
credibly.
I can't.
They can deny it.
There's reasonable doubt.
There's
And so I emailed his agent, and it was this big email where it was like, I challenged Daniel Tosh to a tire drill on salvia, or like a obstacle course on salvia, and like, may the best man win, and like just very tongue in cheek. And the email somehow got its way to his producer on the show, and I got a call from one of my buddies who knows a writer on the show, and he was like,
how convoluted does
he's
this
like, you're
get?
gonna get a call in a week. And I was like, oh, what? All right, that worked.
How is this all so like
Yeah.
indirect?
It was insane because I didn't know that my buddy, this is my friend who, as far as I knew, had no connections to any of that world at all. And he just calls me up. He's like, hey, man, you're going to get a pretty interesting phone call in a week.
Interesting.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's
Can
like,
you guys pull that up? I want to watch
going
it.
to be on Tosh.
I want to watch
see if I
Erik
can find
doing it. All right, pull that up. We're gonna watch it after this break. Hey, somebody's got to pay Ian the intern $5 a week.
It's true. And it's not going to be me.
It's not going to be me. It's going to be
What-
whoever's
what?
message comes
Oh,
after this.
them. All
Thanks. Okay, just roll it. I've had it with all this BS underwear that chafes my fat, massive waist. I have a massive waist. I'm pushing 40 waist size, okay? I'm not proud of it. It's just a matter of fact. And when you get these BS underwear, it chafes your side, and all of a sudden, a hard rubber edge, a hard cotton edge, it's not acceptable. That's why I love MeUndies. This is so soft, so flexible, so breathable. Rumors have it that they found Jesus' corpse, dug him up. What was he wearing? MeUndies. They don't know what it's made of. It's heavenly. They don't know what material it's made of because it's mysterious. Actually, they do. It's made from naturally soft fibers from beechwood trees. That sounds biblical. I actually love MeUndies, okay? It's a game changer. Look at this. You guys want to see how flexible and breathable this is? This is the MeUndies wedgie. You can give yourself an atomic wedgie with MeUndies, and it doesn't even hurt. Do you understand? Like, this is basically just a massage for me at this point. Checkers. Wow. Purple. Oh, come on. A little peak of purple. These underwear are insane, dude. We're so sure you're going to love your first pair of MeUndies that if you're not happy, they'll do whatever they can to get you into the right pair. And if they can't, you keep them and you get a refund. Oh my God. What? They've lost their minds. So really, it's 100% risk-free to give a shot to try the best underwear ever made. That's a good offer. And if you're already part of the MeUndies fam, tell your friends about it through their referral program. You'll get a discount and store credit. That's a win-win. Here's the offer. If you're still not sure, MeUndies has a deal for my listeners. First-time purchasers will get 20% off their first pair of MeUndies and free shipping. Oh, that's 20% off plus free shipping and a guarantee that you and your MeUndies will be very happy together. That's like they make that sound like it's kind of a relationship in a way, isn't it? You're going to be very happy together with your MeUndies. I guess that's not an unfair way to characterize it. I mean, it is literally holding your genitals all day. So It is a very important relationship, and it's important that you guys are happy together. Get your butt over to MeUndies.com and treat yourself, because that's really what it is. To get your 20% off the first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction risk-free guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/H3. That's MeUndies.com/H3. And give yourself the Atomic Wedgie Challenge today. And I want to see those pictures, too. Ride it up as high as you can and tell me that doesn't hurt. That it's not a massage, dude. Make sure you wipe. Like, if you don't wipe well, it may destroy it. I don't understand people who have... I have never had a skid mark on my underwear, but I've heard from friends that there's actually people that get shit stains on their underwear. So if you're one of these lunatics that doesn't wipe his ass enough for whatever reason, don't do the Atomic Wedgie Challenge, because you might ruin your MeUndies, and I wouldn't want that. So with that being said, let's get back into it. Hey! Whew, that break went by fast. I was in the bathroom, and that really just... Dan's like, get the hell in there. Eric's not
Ethan
even
literally
back.
just sprinted into his seat. That was amazing.
All right. Eric is not back yet. Man, these short breaks, I'm not used to them, because we used to have like 10 minutes, hang out, chit-chat. All right. Shit. I don't know what to do. Eric's not here yet. I guess just push on it without it. There he is. Erik, we're live. Shit went fast. Quick and dirty. So up next.
Oh, sure.
What the hell? We're live. What was happening? Oh. What did this turn into? We're just hanging out now? Dan and Erik are just chit-chatting back there?
Oh, we're trading recipes.
I'm in here. I'm in the trenches.
He has this amazing oatmeal raisin cookie recipe. I should go.
All right.
You want me to?
Are we going to start drinking?
I'm going to
Hila
pour it into my
forbid
can.
She's like, Ethan, promise me one thing. Promise me
I'm
one
not going to let
thing.
you break that promise. Oh, yeah.
Here, I'm going to break both promises right now. She said, promise me one thing, Ethan. Don't talk about racial issues and don't drink. So up next, we have Kendrick Lamar goes on stage, and a white girl says the N-word.
Hila, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to drink, but I am going to talk about this.
Yeah. You
did
didn't give Hila like a kill button?
Right, just kill this
Yeah.
drink.
You can turn off the stream.
He's got like a key that turns.
That's a funny idea. So Kendrick Lamar was in the news this week. A young white fan was in the front row, presumably, and he always does this at his shows. He invites people to come up and rap, which is a concept that is kind of strange to begin with. Like,
why do it so much?
Every show.
You know.
I've heard some people say that it helps sell tickets, but as if there's hordes of people who dream of going on stage. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Here's my moment.
I feel like it really slows down the show. If you have some little brat upstage trying to sing a song,
this is when I go take a break. Like if they pop somebody up on stage who's not the person I paid for, I mean, all right, well, I'm gonna go get a taco or something.
Right, but it's not even long enough for you to do that.
Right.
Anyway, so this girl comes up and she sings "Good Kid, Mad City," which is a pretty hardcore hip hop song with a lot of obscenity, including the N-bomb, like many times throughout.
Yeah.
Many times throughout. So she comes up and she says, she's singing the lyrics, and she drops an N-bomb many times, just singing the lyrics, and the audience loses their mind. So go ahead and play it, Dan.
Are you ready? You ready? What's your name?
Delaney.
Make some noise for Delaney right now.
Yes, Delaney, man.
She said, where we started at. I told you every time.
Swear I got you.
What state or city is this in?
I have no idea.
Rules and Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear
So she does good there.
Yeah.
There it is. The crowd turns hard.
Wait.
people are throwing shit at the stage.
Now, if Jack was here, he'd tell you this is fake.
So here's my favorite part. Yeah, go back, Dan. Listen to this girl on the stage or in the audience.
What's up?
My boy Rohan kind of knew the rules a little bit.
Will's just really cool, bro. You have to work.
You gotta bleep one single word, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
I'm
So go ahead and pause
sorry.
it.
Oh, my
Man.
So, like, well, okay. The obvious is like, of all the people to bring up and all the songs to have them perform, it's like, why bring her up to do that song?
Yeah, I mean, has he said anything? Did he like
No.
use it as a moment to?
Oh, like an educational moment?
Yeah. Like, was there a reason for it? You know?
No, he just said, don't say that word, and then
Yeah.
he let her continue.
You think maybe he just wanted to fuck with someone? That's
Well,
pretty funny. If that's what it is.
I don't think, but he had to expect it to happen, right? Because, I mean,
Oh, is this the thing? I don't know if this is even true, but I saw somebody was putting some context to it where it was like people had gone up before that same night, or maybe a different show that in the same venue, and they did the thing, but they censored themselves. And she was like the first one to just let it blast. So maybe there's something to it there where people were like, it's like a game show almost. Bring the person up.
don't say that N-word.
Don't say the word.
Well, thank you for playing Don't Say That N-Word with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch.
Just looked it up, by the way. This is in Alabama.
Alabama? Yeah, you don't want to be saying
Alabama
the N-word
Hangout
and
Music
Alabama.
Festival.
I mean,
Well,
shit.
at any rate, I think Kendrick was like, he let her continue. He didn't like kick her off the stage, but I think he just felt that the audience turned so hard. He had to say something.
Yeah.
I don't know. The part that I just loved the best. Dan, go ahead and play it again at 110. It's like, Jesus, tone it down. Oh my God.
That's her mom.
What's up?
She hates her.
Rules a little bit.
It's like,
You suck.
Cool, bro. You have to
you guys, it's not.
Bleep one single word, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
She didn't even realize she did it. I feel bad. If I was her, I'd be scared. I would be.
Well,
I would be scared to leave that place, man. Those people were losing their minds.
nah, nobody's gonna fuck her up. She would have been fine. Probably throw some like styrofoam cups and some like whatever they get the beer in.
Man, I wouldn't want to be there. She looks so miserable.
She does not look happy about that.
That is ultimate humiliation.
You
More
lost
time.
the game. What if she says like some other slur? It's like it's still really
Just
bad.
be like,
Whoa.
she's done. Get her out of there. Don't torture the poor girl.
Make some noise for Rohan one time. She almost said it.
I mean, that shit's just funny.
That was just, I don't know, man.
That's just funny.
Of all the people of all the songs,
Yeah. Well,
for Christ's sake.
if it's on purpose, it's funny, and if he didn't realize that was gonna happen, still funny. Good work,
Kendrick was, all right.
He was
What can
also
we
the
say about
guy
it?
who, when the last time I was on, you guys showed us the Kendrick concert where like he brought the guy up and the guy just like did his own thing and sucked.
Oh, yeah, the freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
He has a lot of, that's what you get when you bring these fans on stage.
Right.
He's generating a lot of memes.
I mean, it's worth it. Keeps makes me want to buy a ticket now.
Does it? You want to just go see the shit show?
Yeah.
The nightmare that is a Kendrick Lamar.
I want to get up on stage and play the game.
All right, I
I
want to get off this topic before I say the N-word or something accidentally and lose the game. I've so far been graceful. I don't think I've said anything
I
that's
just
going to
lost
get me
the
in
game.
trouble. What did you say?
No, I didn't. No, I mean,
We should get off it.
Do you
Let's
know?
get off it.
Oh, it
Clean
is.
escape.
Do you know what the game is though? You have to when you lose it. It's not at all in reference to that. The game is something that you're playing it right now. In fact, the point of the game, I'm infecting your entire audience with it too now.
I don't like this.
Point of the game is to play the game. To win, you have to not realize that you're playing the game. So if you forget that you're playing the game, you win. But
Eric,
as soon
what
as you
the hell
remember,
are you talking about?
as soon as you remember you're playing the game, you lose. I just lost the game by remembering.
All right, let's move on.
I'm playing the game.
Just don't say the N-word. That's the game I'm playing right now.
That's a good game too.
I've passed.
That game's really easy.
I'm winning this game. So you're saying if you,
You can Google it. The game.
as long you
Not
have
the
to,
rapper.
you have to be aware of that you're playing the game
As
or
soon
not
as
aware.
as soon as you remember, it's like that Doctor Who episode where like the monster only shows up when you remember him.
Okay.
It's like that, but a game.
All right, this is too existential for me. All I know is that I escaped Kendrick and so far I'm not.
I think maybe you won the game by
I'm not in the
just
news.
not even wanting to play.
I'm not in the news. There you go. I'm the winner.
Damn it! Why didn't I think of that?
So this is another great story that I have been waiting to get to. You guys, I'm sure, heard about the 30-year-old. Get a load of this guy.
oh, that.
First of all, let me just say to his credit, he didn't shoot up any schools.
It's true. Well, he only had blades. His katanas.
When's the first katana slicing going to happen?
I think that those went out of style with like the samurai.
Man.
Like, were samurai schools? Did they ever have that issue?
Samurai school?
'Cause they always had their swords, right?
Well, people were able to defend themselves if only everyone was armed.
Yeah. Do I maybe have an incorrect vision of what life was
Possibly.
like in
Ninja
feudal
school?
Japan? Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Probably you do. I actually heard. I've heard that in feudal Japan, not many people were authorized to carry swords.
Really?
Yeah, just like the shogun and stuff, and the samurai.
It's like they had better gun control than America.
Yeah, sword control.
Goddamn.
So anyway, this guy has not shut up a school to his great credit, but he is a 30-year-old that he lives with his parents, and they served him 5 eviction notices to get the hell out of their house. Imagine hating your own child that much. So they served his ass 5 eviction notices, and they eventually took him to court.
Yeah.
And this guy, he fought them. He went to court and represented himself
Right.
to lobby the court to let him stay in his parents' house.
That is fucking
Like,
insane.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
So he lost,
Yeah.
and he's going to be appealing the verdict. He's announced.
I was telling you, I really want to see this guy on like Queer Eye, you know? I want to see him with like a cool ass haircut, talking to the dudes, and they're like,
I feel like give this guy 6 months and he'll end up looking like this no matter what you do to him.
you got to give up your katanas.
So the guy owns katanas, but Dan, here, let me read you some details from this. I'm going to read these stories here. Oh my God, I love this. Look at this scene. It's like right out of the To Kill a Mockingbird. Look at this biblical court case. All right. He says, I don't see why they can't just, wait a little bit for me to leave the house, he told the judge. You say you're entitled to 6 months, which really doesn't. The judge says you say you're entitled to 6 months, which really seems to be kind of outrageous. That somebody in this day and age could be in somebody else's home with a 6-month notice before they have to leave, the judge said. I mean, that creates all kinds of problems in the era of Airbnb. So, right, as I said, this comes after 6 eviction notices. This is especially true for any weapon you may have, the note read. They sent him several notes saying that he needs to sell his stuff and get out. He has katanas that they asked him to sell. They said, sell your weapons. You will need the money, and you have no place for your stuff. So this guy definitely has samurai swords and a waifu body pillow that he fucks every night.
Yeah, you can't sell that.
Can you resell that? Does that have resale value? Stain?
I think that's why he's
stain
going on all
waifu
these-
pillow.
Yeah, if now that he's a public figure,
Someone will pay for
that thing's worth money.
Yeah.
In case you want to clone him.
He's been doing, we're going to show a lot of the interviews he's done, but he's been on every media outlet giving interviews, and I suspect that he's collecting checks from everyone.
Right.
Because he's such a buffoon, and everyone just shits like in his open mouth in these interviews. But I swear to God, I hope he's getting paid because
Yeah.
It's funny.
He's got like a thing of Herbalife with him every time he does the interview.
That's
Try out Herbalife. I don't know.
I wish he was getting paid at some capacity because this guy needs it, but he's kind of like the most famous guy in America right
He
now.
looks like he's giving a fucking press briefing on like,
He's so
like the
famous.
situation in Qatar.
Right. He's so famous you would have think he shut up a school. In a legal filing, Rotondo, which is his name, said that in the 8 years he has lived at his parents' house, he has never been expected to contribute to the household expenses or assist with chores and the maintenance of the premise. That he says in his defense when they're like, he doesn't do anything around the house.
Yeah.
So he's like, I lived here 8 years and nobody expects me to do anything.
It's funny to hear that in legal terms because it's usually just like, why didn't you vacuum?
Yeah. When he was in his early 20s, Rotondo briefly lived on his own, but he moved back in with his parents after losing his job. On Tuesday, he said he accepted $1,100 from his parents as an offering. They said, we're going to give you $1,100 to move out and get a deposit on a place and get the fuck out of my house because I hate my own son that much.
Cheap ass place.
Well, they live in I don't know, not in L.A.
Oh, Alabama.
Yeah, in Alabama, you can get a house for like $50.
Cool, I'm in.
That's not true, but like $500 probably a month can get you a nice place. So instead of taking the money and putting a deposit on a house, he used it towards expenses. He squandered the money and then didn't move out.
Yeah, is there a list of what the expenses are?
Not publicly.
He's just
Can you
way more pillows.
God, that's like
That WoW subscription costs a lot of money.
What is it?
On what?
His World of Warcraft subscription.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of those.
He fucking was
upgraded my necromancer.
What does he play, you think? No, he plays some like really obscure
Plays a
Japanese.
Death Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like instruments. I was gonna say
He's probably
the blade.
He's probably on Second Life, and he probably fucks like crazy on Second Life.
Yeah. Yeah. What if
He's got
this guy?
he's got like a big ass tail with a dildo at the end.
Oh, you should get the granny fucker to room with this guy. Have them be roommates.
What's the advantage?
Us. We see the advantage.
They were going to somehow
our
have
entertainment.
some symmetry there.
Take these cameras and stick them all around in the house.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you are listening, I would love to have him on our show, and I'll pay you handsomely for anything. I mean, just if I can call you, if I can get you out here, I'll pay you.
In Sharky's gift cards.
I'll give you 1,100. Yeah.
Still.
I could set that up.
Yeah.
We're desperate.
You can sell those.
I can get you $1,100 for your expenses, my dude. Anyway, he plans to appeal the decision, which is just the best, juiciest part ever.
That's amazing.
But we've got a ton of footage, Dan. Go ahead and let's start with clip 17.
Well, honestly, I'm not sure exactly
It's a bit
how it
quiet.
ended. I mean, it seems to be that, it seems to me like I should be provided with, like 30 days or so, because generally you get 30 days after you're found, that you have to vacate the premises. So I'm expecting something like that.
So you plan to appeal this case?
No, leave it down. Leave it down, baby.
Because how it sounded.
Nope.
This guy's the fucking man.
What the fuck?
It
This
sounded kind of like
greasy
that,
ass
too, but
ponytail. Looks like a Hasid.
So you have a weapon?
This guy, I can't even imagine a more dramatic caricature of somebody who would have to be evicted by their parents at 30 years old.
Yeah. Is that why this is a big deal in the news?
It's funny.
Because it's strange.
offbeat.
It's like offbeat news. But
Well,
it's,
how you can pause it, Dan. How frequently? I mean, it happens relatively frequently that
I'm not complaining, but
a parent will kick their kids out. That happens all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But how often do they have to serve an eviction notice 6 times and then sue them in court?
see, now this is what reporters should be chasing down instead of like pulling kids out of ambulances with gunshot wounds.
They're doing their due diligence.
Find this guy. Yeah. Find every version of this guy out there and give us that sweet, juicy news.
I love it.
Because everyone loves this.
I love it.
Even this guy. He's on all the shows.
Let's see some clips from the CNN interview.
Yeah, here we go.
CNN.
Yeah. Did I say that funny?
No.
Oh.
I'm just blown away.
He was literally on every news outlet. Every one. This just happens to be...
Happy National Wine Day.
Afterwards, but I prefer to get out.
Why not?
I don't want to live there anymore.
You don't want to live with your parents?
Like living with. No. It's not. It's very tense. It's very awkward. It's we have to we have to share space, which may be the case with where I would find myself afterwards. But
her face is amazing.
I prefer to get out.
Okay, so on the preferring to get out, let's rewind for a second, because it's my understanding you've lived, at your parents' house, rent-free for 8 years, and I know you do your own laundry, you buy your own food, but they asked you 5 times.
It's a lot for a guy.
Did I hear somebody in her studio laugh, or was that?
Why couldn't you guys resolve this without the court?
I would consider much of what they were doing to try to get me out as a tax. And what I was trying to, I was just,
God. This is what happens when you take a guy like this and put him on the fucking news.
Yeah.
Like, this should not exist. This guy, this situation, this is CNN. This is world news.
Why is he trying to get us to care?
I think he...
What? Like, I don't give a shit, man. You got evicted. You must have fucked up.
Dude, just get a job.
Parents evicted
just
you.
Go work at McDonald's. Who fucking cares? You'll make enough money, minimum wage, full time, to get an apartment.
There will be no sympathy from the masses.
Oh, no. There's
this guy.
But I'm pretty sure they paid him for this because he's doing them all.
That'd be strange.
I mean, why? CNN would pay this guy $1,000 to do this. It's like, it's great TV.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's like something where it's like the more publicity, the more money you're going to make because of the publicity.
Clicks, boy.
Yeah.
Wholesome clicks.
God damn.
Dan, do you have the clip where he talks about how he has a son?
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
That's the part that I was surprised by. When I first came in, you guys were queuing this up. I was like, oh, fuck, the guy's got a son. Like, it makes it a little more sympathetic, but at the same time, he drops all that shit by just trying to...
Do you smell burnt toast?
I mean, are you aware of the...
Oh, I smell it too.
Of the component regarding my son and about how...
It's super loud, and also it smells like burning.
I think that's probably just one of the lights. Sometimes the lights will smell like that if like a bug gets in them.
Like bad?
It smells like, yeah, I mean... I don't know if I should be worried or not.
What if we just both have strokes and die?
I'm half concerned that I'm having a seizure and half concerned that the building is burning down.
Oh, we're starting to smell it out here, too.
Oh, no. Don't burn down during a broadcast. Is it coming from the hallway?
Trust me.
Sicking Ian on it.
Yeah. We'll know that something terrible has happened when a bunch of reporters show up and shove fucking microphones in.
All right, Ian's going to dive in head first into this raging inferno.
Well, at least it's
he'll
not
report
in here.
back. There's no windows in this building. There's no openable windows in this office.
I'll make a window.
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
I got this shit.
Throw a basketball.
Yeah, I got basketballs, buddy.
All right, so go ahead. You found the clip with the son?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Worried we're all about to die right now.
Yeah, I was a little...
I mean, are you aware of
very loud.
Of the component regarding my son and about how I lost my visitation? Yeah, so right after that, they're like, well,
so much
we want
sympathy
you
in
to
her
start
face.
Don't worry about
she
your,
fucking
your
hates
case,
this guy.
which is-
It's amazing.
That's a full-time job, doing setting up an appeal for an order like that for custody and visitation. What you need to do right now is get a full-time job and get health insurance, or we're going to throw you out. And it was devastating to lose my son. And
this guy is such a joke.
I was just it really. I was done with them. I was done with them after that. I was done with them.
Trying to hold in the laughter.
You can pause it. I like how this guy acts like he's the only dude who ever had to take lose custody of the child. That's a full-time job.
Yeah,
you expect me to work?
He doesn't seem to have a full grasp of how this looks. Everybody's just making fun of him.
Oh yeah, he knows that. He must.
Like, come on, man. Next up, he's starting a YouTube channel.
God, I would watch that. That's how it always goes. Like, we made a video about Anfisa and George, the gold digger couple from 90 Day Fiancé, and they have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, everybody just rolls on downstream to YouTube. It's great.
And did they split up, or was that just clickbait?
I can't tell. I think they did.
Well, he got something happened, right? He got busted.
He got arrested for selling weed. What else we got? Anyway,
in this day and age, man, I didn't realize that was illegal anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to, but okay, Dan, are we tell me when we're out on the final commercial.
Yeah, I was about to cut in and say, maybe take the last break here.
Okay, this is the last break. We are going to be right back. We've got a ton of shit to get to, a lot of juicy content. We've got news, we've got voice messages, we've got all kinds of juice. This is the last one. I got to stop getting so sensitive about these breaks. You just got to take it.
I think the people appreciate it.
Well, not every time I'm pampering over it. Hey, it's going to be okay.
You know what you're doing?
Just a quick 2 minutes.
You're building up to the one where it's really long. You're like, guys, this is not going to be that
no
bad.
long one.
And then it's going to be a 30-minute long
There's
commercial.
no long one, I swear to God.
Just pop one in.
All right, we're going to go to a commercial, and we will be right back. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you to Stitch Fix for sponsoring this episode of the H3 Podcast. Let's face it, guys. Some of us don't have style. Some dudes just look sparkle. But some of us look like this. And that's okay, because you've got Stitch Fix to come take care of your sloppy ass. Here's how it works. You tell them your size, You tell them your favorite type of clothes, how much you want to spend, and your personal stylist is going to pick out all the clothes for you based on your preference. Boom. That's how we do it. You just answer some basic questions. And then they spring into action and hand select 5 brand new clothing items just for you. Personalized stylist sounds like something only the rich and famous can afford. Psych. That's a thing of the past. Now your broke ass can afford one. Stitch Fix styling fee is only $20, which is waived if you keep all 5 of the items they send you. And since your personal stylist only uses your preference to pick your clothes, you're still in complete control of your look. Once your items arrive, try them on, and you only pay for what you keep. Don't like something? Need another size? Send back the item. No questions asked. No questions asked. They're like, there's a giant piece of shit in this underwear. No questions asked. You said, I'm not encouraging that. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I'm just saying. It's kind of funny. No, it's like they're like, I dare you. No questions asked. I feel like you could do something that will make them ask a question of you. But hey, that's a conversation for another time. Shipping is always free, both ways. It's basically, it's a great thing. They send you clothing, the clothing that you want, that you need in your budget. And then the great thing is you can try it on in your home. You don't have to go to Macy's and talk to like Beth, the stay-at-home mom who's way too enthusiastic about her job at Macy's. I guess that wouldn't make her a stay-at-home mom. Maybe she part-times. And you get to try on clothing at your home and send it back if it doesn't fit and try another one. It's a great, convenient, beautiful thing. Get your fix whenever you want or sign up to receive scheduled shipments. The choice is yours. I love Stitch Fix. Dan specifically loves Stitch Fix. Everything, his ass is covered in Stitch Fix. It's crazy. Dan's been getting fucked like crazy since he signed up for Stitch Fix like a month ago. He's always late to work. I'm like, Dan, where were you? He's like, I was at the Planned Parenthood getting a shot of penicillin. I've got an STD again because of fuck so much. Is that right, Dan?
100%.
Stitch Fix, man. It's crazy. Hurry to stitchfix.com/H3 to get started now. Keep all 5 items in your box, and you'll get 25% off your entire purchase. That's stitchfix.com/H3. Stitchfix.com/H3. Give them a shot. What do you got to lose? Give them a shot. You need clothes, don't you? Thank you guys for watching. Let's get right back into it. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. We've just gone over the 30-year-old virgin. At least the 30-year-old virgin had a job.
I mean, he's not a virgin. He has a kid, unless he adopted him.
Oh, you're right. He's literally not.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's fucked. Dude.
At least you know this guy fucks.
That's not fair that this guy fucks. Who would touch that man's dick?
Me. I would do it.
I would.
I'd do it for money.
I'd pay him for it.
I'd do it for a katana.
Yeah.
If you're listening,
I'd suck your dick for a katana.
I'll blow you. I'll just blow.
Offers on the table,
Yeah.
standing. I hope we can. But if you are watching, I will pay you for an appearance. I want to talk to you. All right, let's move on.
That's what he's been waiting for. It worked.
There's money on the table for you.
You did it.
I wanted to talk about Amazon. I mean,
the Amazon, or
Amazon, the giant retailer. Okay.
Oh.
I've had this feeling for a long time with Amazon. It's so convenient. You go on there, like buy a beard trimmer, buy a phone cable, buy whatever pops into your head, random shit. And it's got like 5 stars. Everyone loves it in the reviews. And you order it, and it's the worst product ever.
Right.
Every fucking time.
There's like weird white dust in the fucking packaging, and
it just breaks. It's shit. And it's like, how did anybody give it this 5 stars?
Yeah, why are there so many good reviews?
Right.
Where did these people come from?
This is clearly a 1-star product. And I've been feeling that for years. And what I think is happening is that Amazon has an existential crisis on its hands. They are not vetting the sellers. And they slap the Amazon Prime on it, which makes it look official. But all these scammers are reselling Chinese knockoffs, cheap or even fake products, imposing or pretending to be a name brand. And Amazon sells it as a Prime item and in doing so endorses it.
Yeah. Anytime I see the Prime,
it's legit.
I assume it's a seal of approval. I've been conditioned to see that and go, oh,
if it's
that one
not,
must be fine.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
But then, I've been thinking this for a long time. And I heard this ABC news story about fake iPhone cables. And so the backstory is if you have a fake phone charger, it can actually destroy your phone because there's a little chip in them that regulates the current to make sure it doesn't get like surged.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of technology in there that protects the phone. So if you're selling people fake or shitty chargers, it can actually destroy your phone, as you can see here on the TV. So the story is that this group called GMA did an investigation into this. They bought 8 cables, 3 from gas stations, 1 from a popular discount chain store, 1 from CVS, 1 from Walmart, and 2 from Amazon. Okay. Now, the results are somewhat predictable in that the gas station ones were fake, the discount store ones were fake because they're cheap as hell.
Yeah.
But the one from CVS and Walmart were real. Now, here's where it really shocked me. I didn't really shock me, but I was like, damn, I'm glad that somebody's talking about this. 2 of the cables they bought on Amazon that claimed to be certified were both fake.
Separate sellers.
Yes. Both of them were fake.
Damn.
And the thing is, on Amazon, they'll charge you like the normal price. So that's how they get you. You're like, oh, it's the normal price. It's Amazon Prime. It's real.
They, otherwise it would be 25 cents and you get like 20 of them.
Right.
You're like, okay, like, now I know what I'm
dollar
getting.
Store. You're like,
right.
Oh yeah, dollar store charger. Like everyone knows what they're getting there.
Yeah. At least that way I can have like a fire extinguisher ready.
Right.
Like I know what I'm getting into here.
They sell the fire extinguisher along with the cable.
It just shoots out fire.
Oh man, that's not how it's supposed to work.
This thing shocked me.
But I think that this is a huge problem that Amazon and people in general are not addressing.
Do you have a really bad Amazon story where you got something and you're just like, what the
No,
fuck?
it's just a lot of small things like I said, buying a beard trimmer that's
probably what
that has
keeps
like
it from
5 stars and it's awful.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'll buy something and I'll just be like, I'm going to throw this out. And frankly, me and Hila have stopped buying a lot of stuff on Amazon because we know, like we bought a hot pot. You know what that is? Like these instant pressure cookers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like people are they're sellers selling counterfeit hot pots.
Those are scary. Those things can blow up on you.
Right.
Though, like if it's not made right or if it like doesn't properly seal or whatever.
Yeah,
it can
there's a
pop
lot
open.
of energy coursing through those.
This thing scared the shit
So
out
like
of me.
I don't know, like people are talk a lot about how Amazon's this great big retailer that's like taking over the world, but it's a breeding ground for scammers, and Amazon is not doing any work to help differentiate the legit ones. And then I saw this is kind of unrelated, but I'm getting to the point where on Amazon and on the internet as a whole, I'm assuming that every online review I'm seeing is fake.
Yeah.
All of them.
Especially if it's a good review. If it's a bad review,
those are the only ones I believe.
I'm like, okay, I feel like this happened to this.
You know what I do when I'm shopping on Amazon now? I go straight to the 1 stars.
Yeah, me too.
I don't fucking care about 5-star reviews.
If I see a 3, that means it's probably
That's
fine.
very genuine.
Because the 1 stars is, I do the same thing with Yelp with restaurants where like the biggest complaints, if they just sound bitchy, I'm like, all right, well this place seems legit.
They took too long. It's like, well, is the food good?
It almost did a Kendrick Lamar joke.
Oh, get off that. I'm
not
gonna fuck
gonna
it up.
do it.
Don't. I'm over that.
I won
I'm
the
not
game.
going back. Hila's at home
Got a
biting
little
her
wine in
nails.
me.
She's like, oh my God. No. Last time when I got in big trouble, we were almost done.
No.
Too. It happened at the very end. We were done, and then
it was at the end of the episode.
And then, yep. And I'm
well,
just
listen.
saying, leave it in the past.
Hand to God, I will carry you through this with no incident. I'm here for you.
You're tempting.
Now,
me.
if Jack
You're
was
tempting
here,
me.
that's another story.
Let's move it on. I'm getting anxious.
Yeah, me too.
Jeff Bezos. I saw this and I was like, this is stupid. There's no way this is true. This person's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you think about this. Mm-hmm. Jeff Bezos makes... why don't you... Let's play a game. What do you think Jeff Bezos makes in a day?
In a day?
Yeah.
You know what? I might have actually seen this. 25 million.
Jeff Bezos made every day for the first 120 days of this year $275 million a day.
Oh my Christ! I even saw it, and I still
I saw
underplayed
that,
it. Yeah.
and I was like, "Give me a fucking break."
What the fuck?
$275 million a day. Here's what we have. So here, Bloomberg Billionaires did the math. Bloomberg Billionaires. January 1st, his net worth was $99 billion. On May 1st, it was $132 billion, meaning it rose $33 billion. If you divide that difference by the 120 days in that period, you'll find he made $275 million a day. Divide that by 24 hours in a day, and you get $11.5 million per hour.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, he does spend it all on, like, exercise equipment. Have you seen the guy?
He's jacked.
He's jacked.
You know, I saw a picture of old Elon.
Yeah.
He was like the nerdiest fucking loser.
These guys
I've
get
ever
money
seen.
and they just like they go the anti-Einstein.
Crazy.
Where like
Can you-
Einstein had like a closet full of the same suit. He didn't give a shit.
Well, Einstein wasn't a billionaire.
No, he wasn't a billionaire. Yeah, you're right. That's
You need a billion. Once you hit
I
a
don't know why I
billion-
assumed Einstein was rich.
He probably wasn't
Probably was
poor.
rich. But maybe because
Yeah, look, this is the one specifically.
Yeah.
Look at this nerd.
God damn.
I want to punch him in the face.
And that's Peter Thiel on the left?
I don't know who that is, but I can't get over Elon. He's like the nerdiest fucking loser, and now he's like King Dong.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful set of hair.
That was right after his
Hold
parents
that back
kicked him out.
I'm right.
Gotta get out of here. I sold my swords.
Can you bring that pic back, Dan?
Oh, you want that back? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting that before.
I
and
can't get
after.
over that hair, man.
I keep forgetting he made PayPal.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Look at that hairline. And now he's like
And the look on his face,
killing
too.
it. Killing it.
Like, if
speaking
you
of which-
zoom in on his face in that picture, it tells a whole story.
Right. He's a handsome fucking guy.
He is now.
I would take his dick in my mouth, like literally at any moment.
How much money do you think you could get for that?
He wouldn't pay
There you
people
go.
to suck his dick.
It would just look like a fucking rocket ship. It would have like
Can people
Tesla
line up?
branding on the side.
People line up
Yeah.
to receive his cock in
It
their mouth.
self-drives.
So anyway,
Yeah, look at that. He's like a fucking Channing Tatum on the right.
wow, that is really amazing.
Putting
Kind of
on my
inspiring.
gloves.
It's kind of inspiring in a way what you can just achieve with some
Rich money.
dedication to cleaning yourself up. You don't
Yeah.
have to be a billionaire to
That's
clean
true.
yourself up.
That's true.
You probably need to make like $100,000 a year, maybe, because he's probably has maybe not even that, but the hair transplant that's expensive.
Right. They did a good job with that. I mean, on the left, that is
I didn't even know.
that's
I want to punch him in the face.
that's like end
I want to
times
bully him.
right there. Yeah, I want to bully him.
I want to push him to the
You
point that he
fucking
shoots
nerd.
up a school.
You made PayPal. Why do you guys take 2% of everything?
So at any rate, the equivalent of roughly $191,000 per minute,
That's
or
insane.
$3,182 every second of the day. That's what people make in a month, and this guy's pulling it in.
That's yeah. I hate when we break down rich people numbers like that because it really
never-
makes you feel insignificant.
Bro, I've never seen anything like that in my life. I couldn't believe that figure.
That's fucking crazy.
$275 million per day.
It's probably the most anybody's ever made, right? Because
Yeah,
he's
I
now
think
the
so.
richest person in the
Well,
world.
I don't know. When you adjust some of these oil tycoons for inflation, those
Right.
guys were
Oh,
possibly
Those guys are
richer.
great at hiding it.
Rothschilds
Yeah.
and all those.
Like they don't
Yeah.
want anyone talking about their money.
Those guys were.
There's
were,
a bunch of sectors like that. Like these guys, you talk about their money, you're like, oh, it's the face of the company. But when you look at like oil, like, who's the face of oil?
Mhm.
Nobody. Nobody wants to be the fucking face of oil.
Yeah.
Or
Not
like
anymore, certainly.
pharmaceuticals. That's why Shkreli got it.
Pharmaceutical is a big business.
Shkreli was like, I'm gonna be the face of the pharma shit, and they were like, no, we're gonna have you put,
we're
put
gonna
in jail.
get you. So this developing the Amazon story. There was another story that freaked me the fuck out. Alexa. So I read this again, and I was like, "There's no way this is true." And then Amazon confirmed that it was true, and it freaked me out. A couple in Portland, Oregon, said that Amazon Alexa had sent a privately recorded conversation to a person in their contacts 200 miles away in Seattle. The woman told them that the device had not advised her that it was recording her conversation and sending it. Their friend, so I was like, that's so strange. There's no way that's real.
Yeah.
But then Amazon said that it happened. These people were talking in their kitchen, and their conversation was recorded and sent to one of their contacts.
It wasn't like a misplaced phone call, or they
It was a
accidentally...
recording by Alexa to a random contact.
Oh no!
Is that fucking creepy or what?
Those Alexa things are freaky.
So here's what Amazon said. Echo woke up due to a word in the background conversation sounding like Alexa. Then, the subsequent conversation was heard as send message request, at which point Alexa said out loud, to whom? At which point, the background conversation was interrupted as a name in the customer's contact list. Alexa then asked out loud, contact name, right? Alexa then interrupted background conversation as right. As unlikely as this string of events is, we are evaluating options as to make this case even less likely. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Why? How is that an
likely
option?
fucking story?
That's such a weird option.
I don't believe
Alexa, send message.
You know that little bastard's always listening to you.
All right. This shit's weird. This is the final one. We've got voicemails, we've got news, but this is a video that I've been wanting to watch. I've been putting it off for the last couple episodes, but it's so fucking good. You guys are going to absolutely love this. Go ahead with the... Do you have the tattoo of us, Dan?
Yes, I do.
So let's start first with the belly button one, and then go back to the original.
No.
So the premise of this show...
Okay, so where's John?
Go ahead and
John,
pause it.
can you
Let me
come
set it
over?
up. The premise of this is another show that really shouldn't exist. It's called The Tattoo of Us.
Oh,
and
shit.
Two friends,
Okay.
I guess, who have a conflict between themselves. I don't know what, but they make the other friend blindfold themselves, and they choose any tattoo they want to put on their body.
Yeah.
And the results are not exactly wholesome, but it's a fucking tattoo. So go ahead and roll it, Dan.
These are real
Okay,
tattoos,
so,
right?
Where's
Yes.
John? John, can you come over and remove the bandage, please? What's going through your mind, Harrison?
I just had the worst feeling that he was stitching me. I really thought we was on the same level.
We're on a level, bruv. But there's different levels.
You have fucking stitched me, I can feel this shit.
I don't even know what it is. I'm laughing.
I love it.
These two are as
All right,
bad
come on,
as each
guys,
other,
come on.
and I'm pretty sure that Harrison isn't going to be happy with his either.
On the count of 5,
Get on with
you
it.
can remove your fear goggles. 5,
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck me.
You gotta see it. Fucking hell, dude.
What else are you going to do with a belly button tattoo?
All right, get that off the screen.
Prime real estate. What else does a belly button look like other than your best friend's asshole?
Well, yeah. If you are on a tattoo show and somebody starts tattooing a belly button,
Yeah.
you should be skeptical.
What are you tattooing there, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing, just a little asshole for you.
Yeah.
An asshole. Arse?
So, his friend put a tattoo. The guy who performed that tattoo on the belly button also received one before him. Go ahead and throw that up, Dan.
Is that why his eyes were red?
Yeah, he was crying because of the tattoo he got.
That's amazing.
Man,
Let me
these
resize it real quick.
I mean,
what happened?
I'm just going to resize it real quick.
Oh.
So
it's called a show at night.
Cut off.
These guys are assholes, man. This shit what kind of friendship is this?
I'm guessing they both got paid.
Well, Dan had suggested that they probably will redo the tattoo.
How do you
or cover it up? But I don't know how you cover this up. The clap. You know.
Syphilis.
What the fuck have you done?
HPV, the clap, herpes.
Wow.
Now, that one's going to be a lot harder to cover over, man.
Yeah, how come his buddy gets like 6 tattoos and he only gets 1?
You do whatever you want, I guess. But that
Why are they all
bud,
acting like they're so shocked? Like they knew what they were getting into.
They filmed this an hour afterwards.
Part of me, I do wonder if it's fake tattoos.
Yeah, you think so?
It's definitely
you can do
possible.
that. There's it's a way to like. I think there's a thing where they give you a tattoo that's not permanent, but it looks real, and it's just to test it out, like to see if you like it or if you like the style.
I mean, they do it in Hollywood. They have like fully fake tats that look completely real.
It's true.
Anyway, this shit's just crazy. I love this. I love this show. The Tattoo of Us.
It's
Premise is two best friends go in and fuck each other's life up with tattoos.
Pimp my belly button.
Pimp my belly button. All right, enough of this. Let's move on to voice messages, Dan.
Ooh.
Voice message time?
Yep.
All right, let's roll the stinger. Go for it.
Got a good goof or a gaff, a funny spoof or a splaff. We're not taking your calls, we can take them all. It's the H3 voicemail.
Splaffs.
I don't like how happy he sounds.
No?
We need like a death metal version.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna fuck my kid.
Yeah. Hit up.
Why? It's like, come on. Yeah, we need a death metal version. This guy's too upbeat.
I'll get on that.
Yeah, let's get a new version. This guy scares me.
Get some Katana lyrics.
All right, let's check in with our fans and see what they had to say for us this week. Hey guys. Oh, you're doing it, not me, right?
No, you.
You can hear this?
Yes.
Everyone can hear this from my computer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had taken. Okay.
No.
Okay, all right.
All the way from Australia. I just want to say I really, really love the podcast. I just wanted to give a comment on the last podcast you did. You were talking in the news segment with Hila about the flushable wipes. I just want to let you know that they aren't actually flushable. They just market it that way. Like they're flushable as in they'll flush down the toilet. But they call them they were fat bags if you look that up. But everyday people have to like go down and clean them. So
I don't buy it. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, you're on a tear about these wet wipes.
I refuse to believe that. They're flushable. Let's leave it at that.
I guess it depends on your plumbing. Like I live in a very old house. Our plumbing is dog shit. You can't flush more than like
one square at a time.
Yeah, we're on like single ply over here.
Really?
Throw a match down there, it clogs the shit. Like, I think that there's definitely some sort of variable depending on how old your plumbing.
Well, there is a big difference between normal wipes and the flushables. They're very. Maybe she's right, but I'm not going to stop using. I'll clog every damn septic tank in this country.
I mean, she might work for big toilet paper.
Wait, pause it for a sec.
Yep.
Hold on. It's like really quiet. Is just maybe the player, the volume is turned down a little bit?
Dan, why would it play if you're taking the input? Why would it play it off my computer? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, you're still hooked up to the audio board.
Because it's not. It's coming out pretty loud out of my. You might just be hearing it from my mic.
Is it just playing from your laptop?
Yeah. It's just playing from my laptop.
Well, it should. Okay, give me a second.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Swapped over when it got unplugged during the break.
Get him, Shredder.
I like how Shredder growls every time somebody walks in here.
Protect me.
Shredder.
Oh yeah, look at that.
What is up with you, buddy?
We good? You guys should have one of those Simpsons like technical difficulties things where it's like you and Hila and you guys have like
we fucked up
beer bottles in your hands,
Hey,
like bubbles.
at least I didn't say the N-word.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Congrats.
Well,
we should just end the show.
Don't worry.
Hila's on the edge of her seat.
I'm there. There's nothing to worry about here.
Oh, okay. There it goes.
Was that Yank? Did it?
I think the
Okay, let's try this again.
Yank got us.
Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Back in. We're back in.
Hila. We'll play the angry guy's voicemail. Make sure you call back because you want to. Yeah, the fuck you want to hear from me?
This is the same guy who left one last week angrily.
Hey, why are you so angry? Why are you calling my show and you're so angry? Tell me about it. Listen to me, you schmuck. Give me a fucking break. You don't give a shit why I don't like your show. But I'm gonna fucking tell you anyway. Because all the charade is all for the fans, right? It's for the people watching at home. People sitting on their ass doing nothing with their lives, watching a fucking idiot.
All right. Wow. That guy's colorful.
Dude.
He's got a lot of spice.
I agree with him. I mean, I think he's got an interesting point.
All I'll say is that I hope that his parents have their guns locked away safely.
But not their katanas.
I've come across information that proves that Al Roker is a clone. I plan to go live to the media tomorrow, but I thought I'd tell you first.
Oh, dude, don't tell us.
Eric, you better find a way to get in touch with him.
He fucked up by leaving that voicemail.
Right, now we know.
Yeah, Alexa heard that for sure.
She sent
She's
it
in the
to
other room.
Subscriber, huge fan. I really enjoy the podcast. I think it's dope.
But the reason that I wanted to leave this message is because I, along with a few colleagues of mine, actually work at JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And to be quite honest with you, Ethan, a lot of the scientists over at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to close that, but
Hey,
I think
what's
I
going
just
on?
inflexibly
My
was like,
name's
I feel Elon criticism coming, and my finger was like X. Right here, I'll go back. I'll give this guy a shot.
You toe the
It's
line
no
for your
problem to get their rockets into low Earth orbit as to where they don't know what's going to happen once they send their rockets out of low Earth orbit. I.e., it's no problem to get their rockets into low Earth orbit as of now, but they have no idea.
This is very technical.
They have no idea.
There's a lot of technical information there.
Yeah, he just didn't like you.
Well, I'm a fanboy of Elon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people don't like that?
Well, some people don't like Elon.
Oh.
Right? If you believe that.
Interesting.
You know?
Well, he's such a fascinating guy.
He's
Hey, what's
cool.
going on? My name
Let me hear
Alex.
what he has to say.
So that's where NASA and Jet Propulsion Laboratory really comes in, and where my colleagues and I come in. NASA and JPL have had over 40 plus years of experience in that field, trying to figure out how to tell what unknowns will be out there. In other words, NASA and Jet Propulsion Laboratory spend a lot of time on what problems individuals, ship, or entire team will face once they try to go to Mars. Meaning, like, for instance, Mars has...
What's the reason you don't like Elon again?
How old do you think they're hiring these guys at the JPL?
Something about low orbit and all this. I like Elon.
Yeah.
The low orbit argument didn't change my mind.
I'm out of the fucking hyperloop on this one. Count it.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Hey, Ethan. Hey, Ela. I just want to let you know that I really like what you're doing with getting all these kind of odd people together, kind of like a Howard Stern whack pack. And, you know, it would be really cool if you get everybody in there in one podcast.
Oh, man.
Imagine if you had, like, Howard's room, you know?
Dude, that's such a brilliant idea. We have to bring our modern day. I do like that it's like a modern day whack pack.
Yeah. I'm happy to be your arty. I'll start doing the hard shit.
Just start doing H. Come in, passed out.
Every time I come in, I like yell at you, like, you're just using me.
Was that what it was like?
When he quit, I remember when he quit, he was like, it was because he did something. Howard was like, you can't talk to people like that. And he was like, well, then I quit.
God.
He's gotten his shit together since then, right?
Yeah, I think so. But no, I really like the idea. I like the low whack pack we've assembled because I find them to be really interesting people, not just like, I mean, Howard's whack pack is hilarious, but they're just mostly like retarded. I can say that. But like Kyle is a grandma fucker. He's a guy with a specific taste. Skippy, he's a guy who collects belly button lint and is you know, a Christian who can't have sex, and his whole life is defined by trying to have. He's a great, interesting guy.
It reminds me of the Planeteers from Captain Planet. You know, from every corner of the world.
Right.
Lint.
Right. That's right. That's what I'm assembling.
Yeah.
Dude, Dan, once we have like 5 or 6 like modern day whack packers, we need a new name for our whack pack though, because that's just
can't just
that's
rip
too
Howard.
Howard.
Yeah.
But it's more like the great minds assembled.
Well, that's going to take some time. I think you're going to find that name organically. Something's going to happen. You're going to be like, oh, like the light bulb's going to go off.
I agree.
But definitely you want to get Skippy a tattoo around his belly button of you with your asshole.
And balls out.
So that every time he pulls the lint out to put it in the jar, it's coming from you.
Fingering my asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what else?
Hey, Ethan and Ela. My name's Carlisle. I'm a Mormon. I've only seen one on your show, and it's that the Virgin Kid. Just wanted to call and let you know that we're not all collecting belly button lint like serial killers. Just so you guys could know you have other Mormon fans out there that aren't as, I don't know, weird as that kid. But yeah, no, I'm a father of 3. I think Ethan and I are like the same age. I work at Costco, print pictures, do art on the side, all that fun stuff. Big fan of Ela's clothing line and all that you guys do.
Well, Skippy he's a devout Mormon. Okay?
Devout.
He's devout. He picks belly button lint out of his stomach, and he's not going to have sex before marriage. He's good in the eyes of God.
Right.
And I refuse to think of Mormonism in any other way. When I think of Mormonism, I think of Skippy's face on the top of the Church of Mormonism.
Yeah, I think
You know
that's
what I
what
mean?
this guy's trying to
I'm just
dispel
saying,
here.
Skippy is the guy. He's Mr. Mormon.
So sorry, sir, but you're wrong.
I appreciate
it's
you.
Skippy.
Yeah, Skippy. What else we got?
I mean,
Hey, this is Adam from Oregon. I'll tell you some reasons not to like Elon Musk.
Okay, here we go.
I heard he was a dick to his wife. It's apparently really shitty to work for Tesla as like an engineer, manufacturer, because he's got like these draconian metrics that everybody needs to follow.
Yeah.
And he's promised in the next year to fly people around the moon, get a self-driving Tesla across the United States. He said that Teslas are going to reach 620 miles on a single charge. He said that he's going to build the LA tunnel you guys were talking about. He said that he's going to pump out 10 gigawatt solar panels in Buffalo. And last but not least, he's going to send an unmanned rocket to Mars. Also, his company's not even out of the red yet. He's just doing this thing where he
Sounds
cycles.
it sounds almost like he's celebrating him.
Yeah, I
He
felt like I
said
was
he's
in
going to
a-
do all these great things.
What am I in a fucking?
I agree.
I feel like I'm in a fucking stockholder meeting there.
Through different venture capitalists. I mean, he's probably making bank, but none of his investors are going to make bank, and I think his employees are probably highly underpaid. So that's why I don't like Musk.
It's a lot of things.
Well, okay, I don't feel bad for his investors. First of all, invest your money however you want. I mean, nobody's for. Then I know that his employees are underpaid. I know that that's the Tesla SpaceX thing, and they they underpay because they have this whole like it's sexy to work for SpaceX and Tesla because they're like at the frontier of exciting science and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. If there's one spot to criticize Elon, it's the treatment of workers. But what do I don't know. Maybe
feel
their
like-
margins are razor thin. I don't think he's making bank right now. I think all of his businesses are in danger at all times.
I mean, I never trust anyone who has that much money just off of principle.
Yeah.
I assume that there's probably something going on where they're fucking someone over.
Right.
And I'm usually right.
That's true. If you're a billionaire, chances that you made $1 billion without screwing somebody is slim.
Yeah. How many bodies did you leave in your wake to get to where you are?
Right. Bezos doesn't make $275 million a day without selling a lot of Chinese phone chargers.
Right. And every now and then you get like a kid's thumb.
And
Is
a
that on
kid's thumb.
Bezos? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I agree. I'm not saying the guy is can't be criticized.
No.
He's not a perfect human being, but he's got a great hairline. I like his ideas. I like his car. And he's probably got a big one. Did you know he's like 6'3"?
He's 6'3"?
He's got a big fucking South
Holy
African
shit.
cock.
I had no idea he was
He's South
6'3".
African too.
He looks like he's short.
I know.
Which is rare. Normally you see like a famous person and then you meet him in person. You're like, oh, he's shorter than I. He would be taller.
He's really tall.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
Good
got
work, Elon.
I heard he's got a fucking 12-incher.
But was he like 5'6" when his hair was balding? though?
That's what
Like,
I
What
think.
happened?
Yeah. When he
I want to be
When you're
6'3".
a billionaire, you gain 3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Elon.
Let's get him some platform.
I love Elon. I have an open request for him to come on the show at any time.
I think Elon could get to 6'5" if he really wanted to.
Couple billy.
I think another couple
knee
billy
implants.
We're gonna have a 6'5" Elon Musk. He could be the tallest man in the world one day.
He's gonna be the tallest. I don't know. I'm obsessed with his dick.
He's got like 20 knees.
Knees. For
It's
days.
just like
All right. What else we got?
My name is Mike from Whittier, California, and I was thinking a lot about what you were talking about, Ethan, about how social media is bad for us and unhealthy. And I think it's really fascinating that while we're unilaterally condemning the use of social media, like across the board, we're all hopelessly addicted, knowingly so, to the point where our very careers depend on it. And I think it's really strange that we're not deviating from this course. And I'm interested to hear, as someone who sees what's happening but is so entrenched in it, what your take on that is and how do we move forward as a society?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it is.
I think the problem, one, is that we need to, first of all, understand what we're dealing with. Because I don't think people acknowledge, first of all, that it's damaging or that it's a problem or that it's addictive.
Yeah.
So first of all, we need to understand that. And the second of all, we need to focus on like limiting our interaction with it. For example, a guy like me whose whole career and livelihood is centered around social media, it's not good for me. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but there needs to be a certain disconnecting where if like I'm working all day, you need to have time when you're not doing it. Because, like, when I took this week off social media, you really, again, in my case, it really felt like I was living in a physical world. I was focused on all the physical things and the people around me way more than I was when I was on social media all the time, and my head was deep in that. Because you're on Twitter, you're on Instagram, and you're thinking about all these people.
Right.
They're in your fucking face all day and what they're doing and what they're up to. So much so that occupies you more than the physical people around you and the shit that's actually in your life. These people will never affect you.
Right. You think if you put the phone away, you're not part of the conversation anymore in some way? Like, is there...
I think that you just need to... You need to disconnect for a certain amount of time so that you stay grounded.
Yeah.
You need breaks. I really think that people need breaks. But most of all, first and foremost, I think is that people need to understand how dangerous or damaging it is.
Yeah, just how much time it sucks up for nothing.
It sucks so much time for nothing.
I fucking hate how much time I spend clicking into my URL bar and typing RE, enter, go to Reddit, scroll, I saw this, FA, enter, Facebook,
know,
Martin Lawrence at it again.
I know, man.
Fucking TW, Twitter. Just like autofilling out these things, these 4 websites that I just, and it's not like I just end it and then stop looking at them. I go, after Twitter, I'm like, RE, and then back
There's
back to
something
Reddit.
new on Reddit.
What the hell am I doing?
And one of the things that I realized when I took my break is that, like, there's so much time in the day to do shit.
Yeah.
I waste, like, seriously, like, probably up to 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just on social media. So
There's puppies out there who want to play with Shredder.
Yeah.
You could watch 2 puppies go at it.
So I don't know. I think people don't really understand, like, that. And it's not like overbearing parents like, give me your phone.
Right.
That's not the answer.
No more screen time.
It needs to be something that people want to do. It needs to be like, I'm looking forward to not using my phone for this week.
Well, I'm a pretty big pothead, and I swear there's a relevance to it. But you do like a tolerance break when you've been smoking too much, and it's just really not doing anything, and you just found that you've been high all the time, really. Take a little tolerance break. It's very similar to that, and it's something that potheads have always done. They're like, fuck, man, I need it to feel good again when I do it.
Yeah.
No more pot for a week.
Like not jerking off for a week.
Yeah. No FAP? Is it? That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
So that's, I don't know.
All of these things have there's something to it, and I think it applies to this as well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just about addiction, right?
Hey, Ethan, don't go home today.
And then, that's funny, we were joking last week about if some random stranger just walked up to you and was like, hey, Erik, don't go home today. Like, how much would that fuck up your day? Just a random stranger and they walk off. So, we actually had 2 people leave this message.
Chris from Oklahoma. Don't go home tonight.
I got 2 of those, so shout out to these fucking
never stops being
dramatic
funny.
pause.
Oh my god!
Now half the messages are just gonna.
I
be
know
those.
you've completely.
Can you? I think Shredder's got to go potty.
Oh, Shredder! That's how he lets you know.
Maybe not.
That's the cutest way.
I think he's just playing. I thought he was squatting, maybe, but I think he's okay. Yeah.
Listen, if he takes a dump, I'm gonna dive and catch it in my hands.
He's shitting.
This carpet is too nice. I can't let it get ruined.
He's already desecrated it.
So
hey there, Ethan and Neela. It's your boy Ian
It's
from
your
beautiful
boy,
Portland,
Ian.
Maine. I just wanted to say hey. I just wanted to pitch this show idea. I say you get Elon Musk on your show, and you do a little segment called Ethan and Elon. You could call it the H3000 podcast, where you only discuss the future. I don't know, it might be a little bit corny, but Ethan and Elon. What do you like the sounds of that?
I love it. Ela's out. I'm getting a divorce. Fuck Ela. Ethan and Elon? Are you kidding me?
Only if Elon gets really long hair.
Oh my god.
And some katanas.
He needs 4 hymns. He needs a couple hymn spills and it'll be good to go. Okay, let's go to the news with Dan. Go ahead, Dan.
All right, roll the bumper.
I know the enemy, and if we can have this spirit of normal humanity spread, it's over for the globalist. Break the condition.
When you try to get me out as a tax, and what I was just
All right. Great.
All right.
We got stingers, we got rolls, we got title screen.
You added the 30-year-old guy to the.
We did that out of order, huh?
To the bumper.
bit.
Yeah,
A little
go
bit,
ahead,
yeah.
Dan. Oh, Shreddy, you're so cute.
All right, so big headlines this week. So breaking, I believe just yesterday, Harvey Weinstein here, arrested on rape charges. Hey.
It's your boy Harvey. Oh my God.
Harvey Weinstein coming out.
All right, I just needed to let that.
He was cracking a smile. It kind of intrigues me.
You know, a lot of people do that. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just nervousness.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think he's happy.
Yeah, I can't
really
imagine
doubt
that he is.
there's joy in him right now.
Right.
You know what I just can't get over is how he went from being an untouchable god to somebody you can slap in the face at a bar.
Which, yeah, actually, we have that clip too. That was a couple months back, but here's a TMZ clip of that incident.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's like the most demeaning possible slap,
Yeah.
too. Like, hey,
A little
fuck.
double slap.
Get your fucking ass out of here. You're a fucking piece of shit, Weinstein.
And what would you do about it?
Shut the fuck up.
Who's this guy?
That is great.
You can't.
All right. Yeah.
That's not the best comeback.
What'd
Yeah.
you do about
Man, his Harvey Weinstein is just living in. First of all, well deserved, but just the what he's been through in terms of like respect.
Yeah.
Is something that probably not many humans have been through.
This has got to be like
God
he's-
slap in the face at a
Right?
restaurant and nobody cares.
Yeah, it's like he's landed on an alien planet.
It's pretty amazing.
And nobody respects him.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
who I
So
am.
yeah, he turned himself in New York yesterday on charges dating from 2013. Obviously, you know, he's been in the news over the last couple years for all kinds of accusations, but this specific incident is one in 2013. Obviously, all of the other people that have accusations about him are going to be, you know, testifying to his character, but most of those are so old that he can't actually get in any direct trouble for it. But yeah, I'm sure they're going to parade in, you know, all of these women and have him rattle off everything
Well, I
that
hope
he's
they
done.
film it for our pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, he can't say he's blind. Cosby already took that one.
I'm blind, guys. Sorry.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
man.
He just does a full
What?
Cosby.
What? Smoky eyes all of a sudden.
Smoky eyes.
All right, what else we got?
And then just, you know, continuing on in the world of sexual harassment, the next public figure to get hit, Morgan Freeman.
It was a time. How do you do it, Morgan? I grabbed her ass, and I can't do a good one, but imagine Morgan Freeman narrating his own sentencing.
She was wearing a sundress.
Yeah, and her ass looked real nice. I grabbed it, and I said, I like that.
How did he get out of the whole thing where, wasn't there a rumor?
Hey, Shreddy.
Or something like that he got into a car accident with like his niece or his grandniece or something like that, and people were accusing him of having a relationship with her?
What's that have to do with the car crash? They're like, hey, man, I saw you.
It was like they got into a car crash together and it had something to do with that. But like, I just remember hearing a story a long time ago where they were like, hey, Morgan Freeman's banging his grandniece or something.
What
like
the
that.
hell? I hadn't heard that one. Shit. Well, now it seems plausible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 8 women have accused him of behaving
Wow.
inappropriately towards them, from making
8?
sexual comments to touching them without their permission. The main allegation comes from this woman. She was a production assistant on a movie that he was working on, and she claims he basically was touching her, rubbing her back, trying to lift her skirt on a daily basis for the entire production until...
There was people around that were seeing this happen.
Right. And one of which is Alan Arkin, who's another actor that was in the movie. And apparently he actually confronted Morgan Freeman about it. I guess we'll see if he shows up in court because, you know, he could probably corroborate this if he was there when it was all happening. So,
Wow, that's ballsy, man. That's some old-time shit. Just like, hey, you know what? I'm going to lift your skirt up on set in front of everybody.
Can you imagine? Like, I've been on sets before. If anyone ever saw behavior like that, the dude would be escorted out immediately. What fucking
Well, it's
kind
Morgan
of film
Freeman.
sets are these?
You know, he's God. He played God. He literally played God.
Jesus Christ.
Ian, can you take Shreddy out?
Ian, can you go grab Shredder? He's on his way.
Thank God. I don't know why I said thank God. It's not that dramatic. Thank God.
Thank God he is ready to go.
Thank you, Ian.
Spraying shit out of his ass.
I'll have your Sharky's gift card for you by next week. I owe you $50, right? I don't pay him in money. I pay him only in Sharky's gift cards. All right, go ahead.
Smart. Man.
There's a stipulation that you can only get salmon burritos.
So next big headline this week, I'm sure everybody's heard that the peace talks with North Korea have fallen through. Trump pulled the plug after North Korea was supposedly, making a lot of provocative actions. There was a pre-planning meeting for it that the North Koreans just didn't show up to, or no call, no show, essentially. And so, despite the promise of a Nobel Prize, Trump made the hard decision to just call the whole thing off, and in the same breath, mention the threat of nuking them again. So we're back to that stage.
These
of
guys
all
need a
this.
sitcom, man. There's like, there was an old sitcom like on a yacht, on a cruise, the Love Cruise. What was
Love
that?
Boat?
They need a love boat.
They do need a love boat.
I need to get these two chubby beauties, these thick boys on a love boat.
It'd be a nuclear submarine, though.
You think?
Did you see the picture of the commemorative coin?
Yeah, so funny.
Like, they made Trump's jawline look statuesque.
Yeah.
And then Kim Jong-un's got a fucking double chin.
It's like triple chin.
To
Dude.
It's
to be
amazing.
fair. Look at his wrist. Like, that guy.
I know, yeah. This picture is
He's
not
a
doing
doughboy.
many favors.
I mean, that wrist is fucking. It's straight up ready to knead.
I mean, wouldn't you just be like fucking eating everything if you were him?
I'd like to think not.
I think I would be. I think
Why?
I think I would look worse than that. Actually,
Why would you be eating everything if you were him?
I don't know. I'd like be looking around me like, oh Christ,
Look at all these starving idiots.
man, what the fuck
Better
am I gonna
eat.
do here?
Right.
Anyway, let me get some fried anything.
There's this funny clip of the Venezuelan president during this really awful famine where, and then he's giving a speech about the famine, and he thinks it's during a commercial, and he grabs like an empanada.
It's an empanada.
And he's eating in between. I don't know. Can you get a clip of that?
Yeah, I'm
Holy
working
shit.
on pulling it up right now.
I just saw a still image of that, and it made me laugh. So funny. Just like the context of what
Apparently,
was going on.
since the famine and the recession began there, he's started to gain more and more weight.
I mean, it's nothing funny about famine, but in the
This is great.
in the context
Oh,
of what's
no.
going on here, this is
fantastic.
You can't write shit like this. Do I have time for empanada?
Bro, just wait. Why do you have to take a bite right now?
Good.
Why do you have to take a bite right now?
Yeah, there's like multiple people
Just wait.
in the room with him too. Like, what the fuck?
He's like a fat kid sneaking a bite.
Do I? Yes. Oh, good. Okay.
So funny. All right, what else we got?
So next up, we've got one that I'm pretty happy about. Alex Jones is getting slammed with lawsuits from the victims of the Sandy Hook shooting, which, if anybody doesn't remember, was the elementary school
One of the greatest
massacre.
hits. One of the greatest
God.
hits.
Man.
Really, just the most fucked up shit ever. And for years, Alex Jones has been ranting about how it was all fake. It was a staged incident with actors, crisis actors, and the whole deal.
Crazy.
And so, a bunch of six families are suing him for defamation, essentially, taking him to task over this. He's where was his statement? His statement is insane. He's claiming these lawsuits are an attack on him and the First Amendment, and I quote, "This is the modern Lexington. This is the modern Concord. This is the modern fight where they're coming to take it all. And this is defamation against
All right.
me. It's an information war. It's misrepresentation."
Bro, it's a lawsuit. You can get sued for anything.
He does have a
Take it
flair
to the
for
judge, literally.
He's got a flair for the dramatic.
Tell it to
that
the
guy.
judge. Hey, my name's Alex Jones. I can't.
Can you
got
imagine a Lexington where he's like, "Hey, I'm here sitting on the field of Lexington where the first Lexington happened. Now I'm here, the goddamn globalists, try my pills."
So good luck to Alex Jones.
best
and
of
his,
luck on that one.
Yeah,
I hope they
best of
take
luck.
all his fucking money.
He's got a lot of.
I gotta sell all my katanas.
This one's an interesting one. There's very little cooperation, bipartisan cooperation in Congress, but one thing that they are cooperating on. 2 senators, 1 Republican, 1 Democrat, are demanding an investigation into, I'm sure you guys remember all the fraudulent comments left on the FCC website about net neutrality.
Yes.
So, there was accusations that a ton of these were fake comments, stolen identities, and apparently these 2 senators, their identities were stolen. People
That's so
commented
good.
as them.
That's rich as it gets. Holy shit.
And so they're kind of saying what the fuck is up with that and demanding that something actually, as far as I was able to find, there's been no investigation, no
You're showing
looking
me
into
an
this at all.
image. Oh, sorry. I thought they were all the same name. Yeah, Pie Boy really just dismissed it. He never answered that, almost all of the comments opposing net neutrality were fake.
Right. And, I mean, the screenshot is just showing that they were obviously just kind of copy and pasted the exact same wording, the exact same capitalization, everything from tons and tons of people. So Pat Toomey and Jeff Merkley, both senators, they're
Godspeed.
They're making it happen. So
let's get that info, Pie Boy. You fucking goofball.
God damn.
Your Reese's Pieces giant
do you follow
mug
him on
sipping
Twitter?
Goof. No. Pie Boy's active on Twitter?
Yeah.
Really?
He's
What's he up to?
He stays far away from any sort of net neutrality conversation, but he retweets a lot of dumb bullshit. I fucking hate that guy.
I gotta check that out. I gotta.
So another big one in the news this week, the NFL, after having a conference with all of the owners of the individual teams, they've come to a compromise of sorts for the whole national anthem controversy, for whatever you want to call it. That essentially players will not be able to take a knee on the field. However, they will also not be required to come out to the field. They can choose to just not participate. But if they're going to come out on the field, they have to stand up. And if they don't, the teams will be fined. So that kind of leaves the enforcement up to the individual teams because they're the ones that are going to foot the bill if somebody disobeys.
I'm very glad we got this very important issue sorted.
The fuck? They're not allowed to kneel?
Of kneeling on the... I'm glad that we were able to get this sorted, by the way, and not fucking that people are being murdered in schools every other day.
There's a lot more money in the NFL.
Or the actual underlying things that were being protested in the first place. The controversy is about the kneeling
Just stay in the locker room.
Right.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, and commenting on this, by the way, Trump said that, you know what, if you don't stand for the anthem, you shouldn't be in this country. That's his take on it.
I remember a teacher yelled at me in high school once because I didn't stand up for the anthem. Or not the anthem, with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah. Pledge of Allegiance.
I was doing homework, and this guy fucking screamed at me. I looked up, I was like, what the fuck?
The Pledge of Allegiance is pretty creepy.
What's the goddamn...
you think about it?
Yeah.
Pledge allegiance
Super
to this
creepy.
flag.
I don't have to stand up. Fuck you.
As
Doing
a
my
child.
homework.
Yeah, these little 6 and 7 year olds reciting this.
So I waved my pistol
I
at
pledge
him.
allegiance to the flag and to kill all foreign adversaries and to keep Mexicans out and black people in the locker room under God, indivisible.
Fuck the queen.
With guns.
The queen can eat my butt.
With guns and opioids for all. Amen.
Also,
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Also, we shouldn't give as much money to the troops. We should probably take some money from the troops.
I'm sorry. Send Erik to Mexico.
That was the end of the thing.
Oh,
didn't they do that at your school?
Take money from the troops?
Yeah. That wasn't at the end of your Pledge of Allegiance?
The official version is double military budget.
I went to a very coastal elite high school.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we got that sorted out. Finally, the country is healing.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah. All right, what else
And
we got?
speaking of healing divides, there was a ruling in a district court. Judge Naomi Reese Buchwald cited First Amendment.
Who?
Yeah.
Am I right?
She cited First Amendment principles in holding that the social media platform offered a forum in which people could not only consume information and opinion from public figures, but offer feedback to elected officials, just as they have the right to do in newsprint or in person in public spaces. So the result of this is that Trump is being told he legally can't block anybody on Twitter anymore.
Fucking such crazy news that Twitter has become a place that's protected by the Constitution. that Trump blocking haters is a violation of free speech.
Well, like specifically the presidential
or public office
Twitter account, right?
I think.
Or just any
was
senator.
it public office, or was it the president?
I think it's any public official.
Public officials.
Hey, Ted Cruz can't block me.
Is he blocked you? Sue Ted
no,
Cruz.
he's never
bro.
blocked me, but now he
Okay.
can't.
Okay. Well, I think
just
you're
glad
fine.
about that.
He's allowed to mute people though. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the stipulations. But other than that, I mean,
Dude, I have to say though, just the image of the president just blocking people on Twitter, which is one of the most petty things you can do.
I know.
Like his time is so valuable, right? The president of the United States.
Sure.
To even spend the 15 seconds it takes to go and block a person is such a waste of the president's time.
especially if your phone's like kind of old and lagging.
Right.
Oh man.
And he probably blocks like 10 people a day at least.
I would love to get blocked by him. I'm kind of sad that this came out.
So as I understand it, though, Dan, there's more development, right? Like
Right. Well, I guess that one of the plaintiffs in this, the guy who actually brought this lawsuit to him, Eugene Gu.
Who?
Eugene
Gu?
Gu. Eugene Gu.
Come on.
He's a.
I'll stop.
He's revealed that he is still blocked. As of a few
Excuse me,
days later.
Judge. I'm still blocked. It's like tattling on the president to the judge. The judge is like, all right, get on with it, Gu. Just get a fucking line.
God.
This world has become some sort of this is a simulation.
Definitely.
There it is. There's the proof. I guess he showed.
Your Honor,
The real Donald Trump.
Your
has
Honor, I
blocked
rest my case. I'm still blocked by Trump despite winning a federal lawsuit against him. Every day I remain blocked means the president is infringing upon my First Amendment right and violating a federal order. Follow the rule of law and the Constitution you swore to protect, Mr. President. It's Twitter. Just fucking get over it, Doug.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny to
It's
troll
hilarious,
him
though.
over and over again, though.
But it's first of all, this whole thing's so stupid, so I'm not going to take it seriously. But this guy's soapboxing, like, over being blocked by somebody.
Well, at least he didn't get kicked out of his house by his parents.
At least he didn't shoot up a school.
There's a couple ways to get in the news. He found the path less
All right,
traveled.
at least he didn't shoot up a school, Eugene. I'll say that's it. That's what I'll say for almost anybody.
Uh-huh.
You can say that
It's a
about
good
almost
compliment.
everybody.
Unless you get one guy who's like, well, actually,
Well, exactly.
my science teacher pegged me in the head with a basketball when I was 12.
I'm like, ooh, that's you.
Fuck.
Almost everybody in the world, you can say of them, well, at least he didn't shoot up a school.
Right.
That's a redeeming quality. More and more so, though, these days.
I mean,
Ian the intern.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot up a school.
That was like his first line in his email that he sent you.
Dear H3.
Just to get it out of the way.
I have not.
Never shot up a school.
All right, what next?
Next up, let's see.
Sorry about that, Eugene. I'm really mourning for you, man.
Yeah, Eugene. Mr. Gu.
Fuck, I can't
Dr. Gu, actually.
I'm sure there's not 20 more tweets. Just rephrasing that after that.
Next up, actually, I think this is the last story. Hear about this young mother that was arrested for half a gram of weed in Texas.
Yeah.
And
do you hear about this?
I think so.
Yeah, and then when she was being held in jail, was raped by a sheriff deputy. And so
A single mother got arrested for 1 gram of weed, and
Yeah.
she went to prison and was raped. Got him.
Where?
Justice. Where was
Texas.
Texas.
Yep.
All kinds
Damn.
of crazy shit going on there, man.
I've driven through Texas a couple times, and like the last thing I wanted to happen was to run into a cop because I was always smoking weed.
Yeah.
While driving through Texas.
That's risky, man.
So crazy that the state's like... The whole state law thing seems so antiquated, doesn't it? It's like back in the day it made sense. They were all like almost sovereign countries. But now, if you can smoke a joint in California and cross state line, go to Texas and go to prison and get raped as part of your punishment. It was in their sentencing. They said you will be raped. I was like, wow, that seems unusual, but it's Texas, so you never know.
And I'll bet you the cop's just going to get like 2 days paid leave.
Yeah, that happens a lot over there.
That's some
Little rape.
bullshit.
Well,
Misdemeanor rape.
As of yesterday, there's no charges filed, though it is being investigated and supposedly taken seriously. But
goddamn.
But the initial response, they weren't really investigating it. The sheriff said that there was no evidence. Essentially, there was no way to corroborate the claim.
She's claiming that one of the sheriffs did the deed.
One of the sheriffs did the deed, yeah, or I guess one of the guards at the prison, or no,
Damn,
it is
we
a
need.
sheriff. It
You
is
know
a
what?
sheriff.
We need some like good news.
Yeah,
some uplifting news.
But I know. Well, I'm saying in the future that'd be cool to end on like a good note. Like we should find like a happy note to end the shows on.
All
I think
right,
that'd
that's
be
fair.
cool
Yeah.
going forward.
Like especially if it's good news just for like you guys.
Any
but
good
it's
news.
bad news for other people.
Fine.
Like emus are extinct. You hate emus.
I hate emus. Sure, that's kind of that's a bit of levity.
We got rid of the
Although
emu
I don't
problem.
know that everyone's just like I love emus.
That's true. Well, if you go to Renaissance fairs, you love emus because you're eating their legs.
Is it an emu leg?
I think it's an emu leg.
Those are the supposed
or
turkey
ostrich
legs,
or
right.
something like that.
Yeah. The final last thing that I wanted to talk about now that the news is over and we're at the very bottom of our show is that friend of the show and guest of the podcast, the great, prolific, influential Total Biscuit has passed from this world. The cancer got him. So
He's what got me to watch more YouTube. Like I wasn't really someone who subscribed and watched videos, but when I first like built my PC to game, started watching his reviews of shit, I was like, hey man, I really like the way this guy operates. One of the first YouTube channels I ever subscribed to and watched regularly. And it got me in.
I was deep into the StarCraft 2 scene when I first discovered him. He was like an announcer. But, you know, a lot of the people saying it's like a lot of people liked him, a lot of people disliked him, but everyone respected him because he had a lot of integrity and he never fucking compromised. It just shocked me because I knew that it had gotten bad for him, but I didn't know that he had that little time left.
Yeah.
Because I saw him tweeting and I saw him, you know,
You never
talking
want to think
shit.
about seeing that news when you open your computer up.
I'm glad we got the opportunity to sit down with him. I mean, he came in here and he talked about like his battle with cancer.
Right.
And Hila's dad is, you know, dealing with a similar battle now. That's why she's in Israel right now. And can you say, man, he was 32 years old, just too soon gone.
Jesus.
But on a somewhat positive and inspiring note, I commented on the announcement on Twitter, and somebody said in response to me, John made me get my ass to the doctors after you put him out on the podcast about him living with stage 4 cancer. I arguably owe my life to both of you. Diagnosed in February and was given the all clear last week. Which is because he came on and we talked a lot about, you know, his experience with cancer a lot. And he has explicitly said that the purpose why he wanted to talk about that and why he was being so open is because he wanted people to go out and get diagnosed for
I'm sure he helped
cancer.
a lot of people with that.
He talked a lot about how he put off going to the doctor because he was embarrassed or you know, he just wanted to ignore it or whatever. And, you know, he was very open about the fact that, you know, that he was like, that was stupid. That was really stupid of me. Don't be stupid like I was and get out there, get checked. And
it's a smart message.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we feel that we're like, I don't need to go to the doctor for this. I've got to schedule a doctor's
put it
appointment.
off. You put it off.
Put it off. There is a feeling of like, I don't need, I'm going to feel like an idiot talking to the doctor about my symptoms. You're going to think I'm a hypochondriac, something like that.
Or I think part of it is just like, I'm going to wait for this to go away.
Right.
If you don't confront it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Maybe it'll go away.
But I don't know. John made this a more interesting world, man. He was a larger than life character that really had an impact on the internet. And it's a damn shame, but he left the world a better place, dude. And he fucking fought that shit till the end, man. He was a fighter, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
There wasn't any point like in reading his tweets or seeing his updates where I was like, he's given up or...
No.
There's always a feeling of hope with it, which is exactly
always.
what you want to see.
I think to his credit, when things took a negative turn, he never wanted to like bitch about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a goddamn shame, but
tragic.
Rest in peace, dude.
Yeah.
Really, really glad we got to sit down with him. That was,
and it helped this guy.
Yeah.
So ain't for nothing.
There's another a fan of ours. This guy Carl Skinner reached out to us. Actually, he tweeted at us and a couple other YouTubers several months ago, and I almost missed it. But like Boogie liked the tweet, and Hila saw it and showed it to me. He was battling cancer. He had a really rare form of cancer that ate the fat, just voraciously ate all the fat out of his body. And he was fighting cancer for a long, long time. I had the pleasure of playing PUBG with him a couple of times and stayed in touch with him. And he was a fucking cool-ass dude who also recently passed, so.
Man. Where does that say he was born? 1999?
Yeah.
1999.
It was like 19 or 18 or some shit.
Fuck, man.
So, I don't know. Shout out to everyone soldiering through that, or who's had to soldier through that, you know? And to everyone else who's healthy out there, just fucking... It's so hard to appreciate your health.
Yeah.
When you're not sick.
You don't pay hundreds of dollars a month not to go to the doctor, would be my advice. Make it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably thank yourself later.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. But if you're living in good health, just, you know, try to enjoy it. It's a weird thing, man. I don't know. But life goes on.
Yeah.
So it goes. In the words of the great Carl Sagan. Not Carl Sagan. Kurt Vonnegut. It's a long day. Kind of similar sounding, though, isn't it?
I would love to see you do a Carl Sagan podcast where you've got the turtleneck and like
it's a little role
you like
play.
get your eyebrows connected.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
I love Carl Sagan.
Today on the cosmos,
in the sea of the cosmic jungle,
we live on a speck of dust.
Lots of this. I love this.
You get like completely clean shaven.
Also passed of cancer, I believe.
That's true.
Yeah.
God damn.
Fuck.
I was trying to
Cancer,
He's dead, by the way, too, may I add.
Son of a bitch.
Anyone else you want to bring up that died of cancer?
Hunter S. Thompson?
Did he die of cancer?
Nah, he blew his brains.
Yeah. Man, these... All right. Well, I just want to say, you know... I just want to, you know, just acknowledge them.
Yeah.
And rest in peace.
There's a message of hope with the Lucas guy. I like that you showed that tweet.
That honestly was really beautiful to read.
Yeah.
It's a definitely great twist on this. And I think John, if he could read that,
that's what he wanted.
Would have been,
I would imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that would have really, you know, given him something.
Right. Amen.
Amen. What the hell y'all doing watching this podcast? Go, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, the weather's probably shitty outside. We're the best part.
I don't like that sentiment anyway. It's like, stop watching this and go start living. It's like, what does that mean?
Go start living.
This podcast is all you need.
This is living.
Everything, social media, YouTube, whatever you waste your time on the bullshit, the podcast, this is living.
Put your phone away until the podcast happens.
Right.
And then take your phone back out.
Yeah.
Unlock it. Watch the podcast.
Now that's what I call living.
If you're not watching the podcast, you might as well just be wasting your time anyway.
You might as well be shooting up a school, to be honest.
What are you doing? What are you shooting up?
All right.
I'm trying my best to keep us on a straight and narrow here.
Let's wrap it up. Guys, oh my God. I didn't announce. On Tuesday, Tommy Wiseau is finally coming in.
Are you kidding me?
And Greg Sestero. Did I
That's
say that right?
amazing.
The both of them are
Said
coming.
it right.
That's great.
The both of them are coming in on Tuesday. Or maybe we're going to push it back because Hila comes back Tuesday and we were going to see.
We're going to try for Wednesday.
But next
so Hila
week,
can
those
be
are,
here, yeah.
I mean, it's looking good.
I was going to give up all social media, but hitting the pause button on that.
You need to live.
I need to see this.
I'm really excited, man. That's gonna be wild.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys have any? Not to get like, I'm not trying to get spoilers or anything, but I'm very excited for this. Like,
what?
You guys gonna do like games or anything like that? You gonna
games?
Yeah, you gonna do like a game or
like what kind of game?
I don't know, some sort of
spin the bottle.
Spin the
Give me a
bottle.
kiss. Give me a kiss, Tommy. You fuck.
Give me a kiss. The game. That's amazing.
Give me a smooch, you cutie pie. I'd kiss Tommy.
Are you gonna play football with him?
Right.
Short-
I should have a football.
short-
yeah.
I
He'll
think
probably
he carries
bring
one around.
Yeah, exactly. He carries it
you're
everywhere. he
right.
is.
I went to see. I went to try to go see one of those live shows where he shows up, and he was out in the line of people playing.
I love that.
Fucking
Yep.
catch.
Is that what you mean? We'll throw the ball around. Yeah, we'll play a game.
No, I was referencing something else, but I didn't want to bring it up.
Was it?
It was a Kendrick Lamar thing.
Oh no, not the N word.
No, I can't do it. We're so close to the end.
Okay.
Can't do it.
No.
As soon as these mics go off, it's gonna be like World War III in here.
That's it. So next week we'll be back with Tommy. I'm super jacked, and Greg. And I think that I've successfully made it through without Ela, without getting drunk, without saying the N word, without getting in any trouble at all. So Dan, you better end this quick.
I can't believe you invited me on.
Just cut it. I know it. I know. Dan, just cut it. Don't wait for us.
I did my best, guys. I hope it was good. I hope I did good.
All right, we're going off the air. Goodbye, everybody. All right, you're clear.